Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve, week 2 of the TDFL finals, and aren't we ready for this one? Welcome everyone, it's the Barnawartha Tigers up against the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks for a spot in this year's TDFL Grand Final. Robbie McKinlay, Scott Montgomery and Scooter Fraser. Robbie McKinlay, the 94 Barton medalist. Scott Montgomery, this year's assistant coach of the Wodonga Saints and next year's coach of the How Long Spiders in the Hume League. And of course, Scott Scooter Fraser, the game's record holder of the Yakandandaroos. Robbie McKinlay, firstly, welcome to you. How good are the conditions here at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve?
Yeah, good afternoon, Lukey. Good afternoon, viewers, and to the other boys on the team here today. Well, the word perfect probably gets used too often, but this is an example because the conditions are perfect today. 19 degrees, the ground is absolutely magnificent, hardly a breath of wind, so it is just absolutely a picture perfect day. Look, it's the only way to describe the MCG of the bush today.
Certainly is, Robbie. So we're expecting 19 degrees. We may have already reached that, and as Robbie just said, the ground conditions absolutely perfect. Looking sensational out there at the moment. We've got the twos in motion. Kiewa up narrowly 9-5-59 to Barnawartha's 5-2-32. Scott Montgomery will be on the stats this afternoon. We welcome him in. Scotty, welcome to you. Just how good is this as we look out now over this ground?
Yeah, it's a credit to the Tallangatta and District Football League's executive for the work they've put in out here coming in today. It was, yeah, a nice little green patch of grass down here where the spectators are sitting, where there's normally cars, and there's probably a couple hundred already gathered in there. The netball courts out the back look fantastic in the ground. Tell you what, NIDA does a great job every single year, and today is no exception. It's become up an absolute treat, and I tell you what, it's a big pat on the back to all those on the executive out here.
Yeah, here, it certainly is. And Scooter Fraser, who's part of the furniture at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve. Scooter looking magnificent as always out here. And mate, I just cannot believe it's another 12 months since we've been here. It's crazy.
Were you talking about me looking magnificent or the ground?
No, I was talking about the ground.
Yeah,
you're looking okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, how good is the weather? Absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to some great footy today. And there's no excuses. Sun's out, not a cloud in the sky, and not a breath of air, actually. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so the major prize on offer, of course, a ticket through to the big one, the grand final this year in the TDFL. They've met twice, back in round 1 in March and also round 12 at the end of June. Scotty, I don't know if we can look much into that. I mean, that's a long time ago. In round 1, it was a draw, 62 apiece between the Hawks and Barnawartha. And then in round 12, Kiewa won by 33 points, or 6 goals at Coulston Park. Guy Telford kicked 6 on that day. Of course, he's not playing this afternoon. Again, it's a long time ago. In fact, it's 9 weeks exactly today, or 63 days away.
Yeah, and as you mentioned about Guy Telford, he's the big piece that's missing, isn't it, for the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks? They're going to miss him dearly, and he's the guy that stands up in big moments. And they went a bit small last week for Ryan Wallace coming in playing that role, so whether he can stand up today and kick a bag as well, like we know that Telf probably would have on a day on conditions that would suit him, it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I don't think we look much into the past. I think it's today, the two teams that run out are a little bit different. We spoke about it earlier that Barney have had 2 late changes, so they've got a bit of experience go out of their side, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can put out there with a young group.
That's right. We'll get to those changes. Scooter, you were here last Saturday when Kiewa were too good for Yak. What were your thoughts 7 days ago when it really was a one-sided affair?
Yeah, look, if Kiewa will play like that today, Barney will absolutely trounce them. The second and third quarters for both sides last Saturday was atrocious. But Kiewa had a great first quarter and a great last 15 minutes. If they put it together today, there's a real congested, a lot of ball ups last week. I don't expect Kiewa or Yak, for that matter, to play 2 bad games in a row. Now, they did kick 12 in the end last week, but yeah, they're up against it today. I just think that forward line, Alex Daly, if he pops up and can kick his 5 or 6, then Kiewa are well in.
So you think they can cover for Guy Telford pretty easily? Because they have up until this point, haven't they, without him since round 12 when he went down against Rutherglen?
Yeah, they only had that one blip when Yak beat them at Yakandanda. Alex Daly kicked 6 that day as well. So, you know, he's going to be a focal point. Tristan Mann, if he's resting in the ruck down forward, took a couple of marks late last week and certainly capitalised. But look, it's a battle of the engine rooms, mate. If they can get it out and get it down there, it doesn't matter whether it's Guy Telford or Alex Daly or Ryan Watt getting in there a lot, and they're having shots at goal if they can kick straight. Yeah, they're certainly well within their rights to be in front.
Scooter Fraser will be boundary side this afternoon for Blacklocks, and Scott Montgomery on the game, traffic and contracting stats, as well as special comments. Our pre-game is for Steve Martin, of course, the member for Barnawartha. Scotty, now you obviously saw a lot of TDFL football this year, being in the coach's box at the Wodonga Saints. Where do you believe this final will be won today between the Hawkers and the Tigers?
Well, both teams are so quick. One's really quick with their ball use and their skill execution, whereas the other team's just super fast by foot with the way they run, and that is power through the middle of the ground. So Barney's obviously the quicker. They're the younger team. They really fleet of foot, especially from half back to half forward. Their midfielders get on the move and they get flying. And Big Moose, Quinn and Tom Johnson in the ruck usually give him first use. So it's a big job for Tristan Mann today. He's going to get double teamed by those two, I would have thought. But the skill execution of guys like Hogan, Cooper Daly, Jacob Barr, the best midfielder in the competition, apart from a couple others that are floating around. But yeah, he's right up there, and the way they execute their skills and change directions with the ball, that's how they can open teams up. So it's going to be really interesting. Two different game styles, but they're both really sharp with the way they move the footy.
And Robbie, how do you see the game panning out this afternoon? From the games you've called this year in the TDFL and what you've seen, what's your opinion as we peer out over the Sandy Creek Reserve at the moment?
Yeah, well, I was part of the broadcast team that did the round 12 game between these two sides down at Colston Park. And, yeah, Kiewa sort of kept him at arm's length all day. Telfer kicked 6 goals, kicked them all in the first half. I think they found a bit of a match-up in the second half. Will Pritchard played on him. So that might be something that plays out later in this final series. But, yeah, but Barney that day, they had a few out as well, like Chesser didn't play up forward, you know, and there was a few other little odds and ends here. So I think that was it was a bit of a sounding out game, that one that day. Yeah, both sides have shown at their best footy, and if they get on a bit of a run, like a bit of momentum for 15 or 20 minutes, they can do some real damage. I think while you've got momentum, these two sides, you've got to capitalise on the scoreboard with it. If you don't, you might miss your chance. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be much between it. It's really strange, isn't it? You have a side like Kiewa lose one game for the year and you don't win a minor premiership. That is very rare.
Yeah.
But, of course, we had the draw in the first game of the season, and that's where this all panned out. But, you know, look, Yak have recently beaten Kiewa a few weeks ago before the final series started. So there is both sides have shown that they can be got at, you know, at times. So they're just going to have to bring your best today. I think Kiewa will benefit from the hit out last week. There's no doubt about that. Barney, last year, despite losing both the second semi-final and the grand final, did start the game, both those games, really well. They kicked early goals.
Yep.
Yeah, Kiewa gave up, I think, first 3 goals in both occasions. So,
and there's full time, Robbie, in the twos.
yeah, it's a 32-point win to Kiewa Sandy Creek, so they remain undefeated. That's 19 games in a row for them, the defending premiers. So, yeah, if you've got momentum, you use it and put it on the board.
And for the record, so 16-1 both teams, both Barnawartha and Kiewa Sandy Creeks in the home and away season. So with the Tigers finishing on top of the ladder and the Hawkers finishing second. Now, Scotty, Adam Mudder is not the kind of guy that would coach on emotion. He's very calculated, but at the same time, surely the Tigers draw something out of last year's grand final, because they were pretty much embarrassed in the big one. And 12 months on, they have a chance to win a ticket straight through and have another crack at the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks.
Yeah, knowing the way Adam goes about his business, I don't think he'll bring that up at all this week. He wouldn't have even mentioned it. It's a completely different side. I feel they're a year older. They're more mature. Last year, they probably got there a little bit quicker than what everyone thought with how he turned the list around when he took over the coaching job. And I think, yeah, they're primed for this, and I wouldn't even brought it up. It's just let's get out there, do our business like we have all year, and we should be able to get the job done if we put it out there.
Robbie, from the experience of playing here, any secrets to the Sandy Creek Reserve? Can a ball get stuck in a pocket? Will the wind favour one end? We've got the Pony Club end to the right of the screen. We've got the Lockhart's Gap Road end to the left. How do you feel this ground should be played?
Yeah, but teams generally tend to go to the far side, to the eastern side of the ground, for a bit of a habit thing. If there's any breeze that always does drag it a bit there, you can get a bit lost out there. So if you do go out that side, it can be very hard to set up attacking wise. If you can, if you can bring a broadcast side or clubroom side, it is certainly the preferred way to go. If you've got a very good kicking side, take on the corridor, take it up through the middle of the ground. You will benefit from it, but you've got to be good. Create the space. Yeah, but you do often, ball does get stuck a bit on that other side of the ground. More out of habit as anything. There is a little bit of a slope that way. Things tend to roll that way a bit. So, But I think both these sides have played this ground enough now they'll have their own methods, and particularly Kiewa Sandy Creek.
Yeah, beautiful. Second semi-final day at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve. Scott Scooter Fraser, Scott Montgomery, Robbie McKinlay and Luke Francis with you. Can't wait for it. So there's Kiewa warming up towards the Pony Club head inside 50. And the Tigers, well, they sit on centre wing at the moment, warming up, doing their run-through. And as we said, in the seconds at full time, it was Kiewa Sandy Creek 11-5-75 to Barnawartha's 5-3-33. And Kiewa 19 in a row, Robbie.
Yeah, 19 in a row in the twos. Yeah, undefeated. They are the defending premiers because both they got the double last year, first and seconds. But Lukey, you mentioned before there are a couple of changes, and Monty, our man Monty, our stats man, today for game traffic and contracting. You have found out who is in and who is out, Mont.
Yeah, a couple of late changes for Barnawartha as named on Thursday night. A couple of real experience with Tom Anson, who normally plays that wing role so well and is so dangerous going out. And Josh Spence, also their centre-half forward, who, I tell you what, he tore us a new one when I was at Wodonga Saints this year. So he's a big out, but the late ins aren't too bad. Jackson O'Connor's come in, and so has Declan Rocco. So a couple of guys that are fairly sharp and around the footy with a bit of leg speed. While from the selected side for Kiewa, out goes Riley Chen. He played in the reserves, and in come Casey Marr, the former Wodonga Bulldog. Yeah,
wonderful work, Scott Montgomery. Rightio, we might go downstairs and check in with the one and only Scott Scooter Fraser. He'll be boundary side for Blacklocks this afternoon. Scoot, I'm not sure if you got us at the moment. Where are you, mate? We got you down there?
He's a
no.
Are we talking to the people? He's a man of the people.
I'm right, boys.
Oh, the young fellas want to chat to you. That's what you're just trying to get away from them,
A couple of them, they want a few interviews. Just had a quick chat to Josh Hicks. He said, where else would you rather be? And Scotty Bartell as well. What a great game he played last week. The old fella off the half-back line. Yeah, there are no excuses, boys. This is even better than last Saturday. So, if the breeze does build up, it looks like it's going to go across the ground anyway. So, hopefully we've got a shootout happening very soon.
Can we take much notice of the flags on the Duns Twin City Crane, Scoot?
Well, they're pretty flaccid at the moment, and the flags in between the footy ground and the netball court are still as well. So, not much happening, mate. Not a breeze at all to speak of at the moment.
Beautiful, rightio. So again, the Hawkers to the right of the screen at the moment, warming up. Tigers to the left. You got something there, Scotty, you've picked up?
Yeah, just the coin toss is about to take place with Barber and Demizio for the Hawks and Del Bosco for the Tigers.
Very good. Okay, so...
And it looks like young Brad Del Bosco has won the toss and will kick to the Pony Club end.
Yep.
Any significant breeze there, Scotty Fraser?
He's busy talking, whining and then dining a few out there. I think it's... big goof he's talking to, so yeah, he's taking the headphones off. Robbie will give you nothing for a little bit.
Might be, I don't know, looking at the Dunstan Twin City Cranes flags over there, the other side of the ground. If there's a little bit of a waft across the ground, I reckon hardly any advantage at all.
Yeah, which is what Scooter mentioned, that if there was going to be a bit of a breeze, it's probably going straight across towards the scoreboard from our position. So yeah, shouldn't favour either end really.
What a time of the year. So second semi-final today in the TDFL, the Hawks versus the Tigers. In the O&M, of course, it is the Wang Rovers up against the Myrtleford Alpine Saints in the qualifying final down at Norman's Oval in Wang, so we'll have to keep an eye on that game. And in the Hume League, it is Osborne up against CDHBU, Robbie. So we just love this coming into spring. And, of course, all of the racing, the good horses coming back in Sydney and Melbourne.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, up at Bullio today.
Oh, the GF.
Upper Murray, the Tumbarumba boys into only their sixth ever grand final, taking on Bullio up there. So
wasn't that a bit of a boil over last week
absolutely.
too? Them getting over the top of Kiewa.
Yeah, there's a bit of confidence in the Rouge camp apparently.
Well, Muddy Waters always has a little bit of confidence about him, doesn't he?
Yeah. So good luck to the Rouge, good luck to Bullio. And we said on the all rounders earlier today, well done to the Upper Murray League. They've got through another year, and the importance of keeping community sport going up there, and football, netball, it's great for everyone's well-being. So may they continue to keep doing it.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Absolutely. There's Jack Hogan making his way towards the middle. Dale Martin and also Alex Daly. They're making their way down towards the Gap Road end as we peer over towards the Tigers down at the Gaps Road end. Now, Tommy Johnson's got the blonde hairdo again. He didn't have it in round 12, Robbie, so he's going to stand out. That's the little Tommy Johnson. We've got two, of course, playing today. So little Tommy's got the blonde hair in Guernsey number 3. The bigger one.
Big Tommy would go with a blonde hair like that? I don't reckon it'd suit him. I don't reckon it would suit him.
Do you reckon he should do it just to be...
He'd be pretty fearful running in when he plays for Wodonga Bulldogs over summer with his baseball and that blonde hair. Might be a bit fearful, but I don't think it would suit him on the footy field.
And a bit like his bowling, he's lost a few kilometres of ball, and you tend to lose a bit on top too. So
He's still got plenty on top and
He's
plenty on
doing
the
all right,
face
isn't
as
he?
well, hasn't he?
He's got the beard, so no, we're all set to go here, boys. Geez, I'm pumped about this one. This is going to be an absolute beauty.
Did one of you guys say earlier, Thomas Johnson, big Tom Johnson, to go into the ruck?
Yep.
It's happening right now.
There you go.
Moose Quinn's going to centre half forward.
Big Moose is carrying a bit of a back injury, I think.
Captain Del Bosco won the toss for Barney and then kicking to the Pony Club end.
Beautiful scoot. One last tip, or a tip.
I think we might be going into extra time and Barney might win by a kick.
Wow.
Whoa.
How about that, Scott Montgomery?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tigers, just in a very close one.
And Robbie?
I'm going Barney, just.
Okay, I'll go for the Tigers for what it's worth, and let me tell you, it's not worth much. First quarter is for the X-Ray group. Can't wait for this. Second semi-final day from the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve. And here's Robbie McKinlay, the 94 Barton medalist.
Johnson decides not to contest the ruck. It hits the ground now. Farwell, handball to Withers, tackled by Evans immediately. Cam Evans backed it up and drives the ball inside forward 50 for the first time this afternoon. Brody overrun the footy. Good pressure by Walker. Out the back, Kiewa a chance here. Here's a good go here, Lockie. Brody shot on goal. Is an early one, won't quite get there. And a good mark taken in the last line of defence there by Lockie Walker. And he'll bring it back out. He'll come down here, the club room side of the ground. Kick's got to be good. It's a beauty. Rocco, who came into the game late. Handballs off the little Tommy Johnson. Runs his full measure, went for a barrel. It turned out to be a mongrel. Over the top was Brad Del Bosco. Moose Quinn came through hard. Whiffen grabs it for Barney. It's almost inside forward 50. Here's a chance for Barney. Kitching ran onto it. Shot on goal. He kicked it. What a start to the Tigers. Brilliant finish from Harry Kitching. Sakoni IGA Talanga, the goal of the day contender. How about that, Scott Fraser?
Very, very good start. And from Will Pritchard to take that mark on the last line of defence, setting it up there. What a fantastic start for the Tigers.
And that link-up handball, run on, play on from Tom Johnson, got it out the back. And Harry Kinching, he's going to be one of those forwards who's so dangerous. Kiewa can't afford to let him get out the back like that because he's a great user of the footy inside 50, and he showed us right there what he can do.
So Tommy Johnson in the ruck up against Tristan Mann. So we're back in the centre. Opening term. What a start for the yellow and black. There's Mann. Farwell. And then the ball was dropped rolling along the ground. Nice one from Withers to Matt Del Bosco to Tommy Johnson. To Matt Del Bosco. Back to Tommy. And then handballs over the top. And get one wide now. Back to Matt Del Bosco. G's been involved in this play. Into the pocket they go. Good strong contest. Brad Del Bosco couldn't take the mark. McDonald, and now Cooper Daly trying to weave out of the back line for the Hawks. Down the line he goes. Jason Bartell worked his opponent under the ball, and it has gone out of bounds. So true centre wing here, broadcast side. Just waiting for the boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. About to send it in. Good crowd in. Beautiful day. 19 degrees in the valley. Tommy Johnson. It's going to be called over the shoulder. Barber breaks away here, gets one up towards the 50. Nice mark, beautifully done from Lockie Brody as he swings around, goes forward, down towards the square. Pritchard got the handball away. Strong tackle, and then received it back, got it on the boot. Here's Starr, Josh out wide, scoops it up, and he wants to clear right down to the half-forward flank.
Goes long, Moose Quinn takes a good grab for Barney, 70 out from gold. Kicks it inside forward 50. Who's home here? Bartell. For Kiewa, was dispossessed of the footy. Good release, handball out the back. Demizio now will take his time. He kicks it to Jason Bartell's wing and he takes a good grab and he'll play on immediately. So Jason Bartell kicks towards half forward from behind. Well done, Rocco. He was slung off the footy. Play on's a call. Walker, a look away tap, intercepted by Hogan. Hogan couldn't control the footy. And it is going to be out over the boundary line. Scotty Fraser, boundary side for Blacklocks. Keep an eye on Jack Hogan. He looks like he might be limping a little bit.
Yep, will do, mate. And Cohen Trujillo, just a little bit of experience with Jace Bartell to lead him under the ball there. It was a great mark by Jace.
Okay, boundary throwing. Barber, we'll see a lot of him this afternoon, Jacob. Rolling inside 50 here, Gap Road end. All good, strong contest. Tigers about to clear it out though. Here's Matt Del Bosco. G's been busy early. Here's Kitching, the first goal kicker, way out the back. Mann though goes up and takes the mark. A strong one against Tommy Johnson and lets him know about it. So Tristan, about 75 out. It's a wide ball, this one. looking for Jack Hogan, couldn't get him. Ball out of bounds. We'll go down to Scooter Fraser for Blacklocks.
The first interchange there as Jackson O'Connor comes on for Harry Kitching off for Barney.
So there will be boundary throw in, attacking chance here for Kiewa Sandy Creek. Barney lead at 6-0. Farwell, was he dispossessed of the football? He was. It's a good tackle. Josh Hicks has it. No, it's not going to go Josh Hicks's way. It's going to come back here to Dale Martin, the white-booted man. And he might have the journey, Scoot.
Yeah, he last week showed he had a fair boot on him, but this might test his measure. There's no breeze, so...
So chance to level the scores here. Dale Martin will kick it from 49 metres out, runs around slightly, kick on the way. Will it swing back with a breeze? It has indeed. And Dale Martin, no, it's hit the post. It's hit the post. So it's a minor score. Kiewa 1, they trail Barney 6. We've gone 5 minutes on the Japo Donks time clock.
Pritchard, about 40 out defensively. Oh, gee, that was a dangerous kick. Shocking. He wanted Weathers, and he's turned it over to Hogan, Scotty.
Yeah, very poor decision there. Hogs was really smart and was reading the ball really well, quickly got there and he's chopped it off, and this is the guy that will have the distance in him from this distance out.
Yeah, so Will Pritchard just asleep, very casual as he steered that one back in. Jack Hogan awake to it. So this for a chance at the Hawks' first major. From 40 out, he loves it, Jack. He's got it. So they get there first. 7 plays 6 over Barnawartha. That on the Commercial Club scoreboard.
Yeah, great finish there, Jack Hogan. Good defensive pressure. Chopped off the kick and on the game. Traffic and contracting stat sheet. It's been a great start from Kiewa. They've gone inside 54 times and had 4 clearances, while Barney have only had the 1 clearance to date.
There you go, Scotty Montgomery. Great to have him back on the O&M Live team. We do TDFL live football too during the season and here out at Sandy Creek. So it's first quarter action for the X-Ray group. And what a day. Good crowd into a bumper second semi-final crowd. Winner will go through for a fortnight's time here for the big one. And then it's Yakandanda and Talangata tomorrow afternoon here in the semi-final. Great tap by Johnson. Straight to Farwell, on to Connor Withen. Ball inside forward 50. Cook kicks a good one. Will Noonan swings around left foot, keeps it low, intercepted again. Cam Evans read it superbly. So Cam Evans, you'll go to the far side of the ground. And it's Blasick, chip short. So Casey Marr out there. Inside handball was good. On to Brody. They take it inside forward 50. No, they won't. Breeze just takes it a little bit out. It'll be out of bounds in the full. It'll be Lockie Walker for Barnawartha. We'll bring it back in. It's Kiewa 7 leading Barnawartha 6. And that is about 7.5 minutes gone first quarter action on the Japo Donks time clock.
Robbie McKinlay calling for Albury Wodonga MG. Scott Montgomery on the gain, traffic and contracting stats. And we've got Scooter Fraser downstairs for Blacklocks. Long down the line. Man went up. Ball heading towards the chalk here. Rolling. Goes out of bounds. In front of Jack Shanahan. So the umpire to take it. True centre wing. Far side of the ground. 7 playing 6. The Hawks up by 1 point. Second semi-final day. As we said, the ticket is a trip through to the big one. The TDFL Grand Final for 2026. Boundary umpire taking his time here. Now he sends it up. That one a little to the side. Mann and also Johnson. Whiffen goes in. Nicely done to Tommy Johnson. Nicely spaced of a stoppage. On the boot. Inside 50 they go. Quinn over his head. Chesser. And then dropped it. Got it out the front. Handball back to Moose Quinn. Moose right foot snap. McDonald sees it across for a minor score. So 7-all here on the Commercial Club scoreboard. And we're gone about 8.5 on the Japo Donks time clock.
Yeah, I thought McDonald might have been a bit more serious about taking that mark then.
Yeah, I think he just thought, well, there's no real pressure. Let's just rush it through and get the ball back and set up.
Tommy Johnson's ball's been kicked straight down his throat. He's got to go wide here, and he's got a chance all on his own. O'Connor, the young fella, Sammy O'Connor. Not Sam O'Connor, he's a cricketer. It's Jack O'Connor. He's taken a mark 45 out directly in front.
Really poor kick in from Scotty Bartell there. Went long, really just Tom Johnson was the only one standing there. And he's on that left boot, so damaging, and O'Connor was out there for an eternity by himself.
Comes in, left foot, he's got the journey, and he loves it. He loves every little bit of it. Jack O'Connor, welcome back into the side. Pumps one through for Barney, and they lead 2-1-13, Kiewa 1-1-7. And that is on the Commercial Club scoreboard. Scotty Fraser, boundary side for Blacklocks.
Caden Withers about to go on. No, actually, it's not. It is Harry Kitchen coming on for Big Moose. Bit of a size difference on the interchange there.
Certainly is. So on comes Harry. He's already got a goal in this game. The first one, of course, it was a beauty to the Pony Club end.
I reckon that swap there would be to get Moose into the ruck in about 2 or 3 minutes, give him a little break, and give Tom Johnson a break on the bench too, I reckon, with 10 minutes gone in the quarter.
So that man, Tom Johnson, up against man again. Here we go. Sort of broke even that one. Whiffing on the boot. Out wide he goes. Ball rolling. Tommy Johnson tried to follow up. Hogan's got him now, clamped in. And the umpire will have it.
Jeez, Connor Whiffen started really well,
Yes.
boys. He's been fantastic around the stoppages so far. At the moment, it's 4-4 on the stoppage sheet between the two teams.
And a great start for Jack O'Connor coming into the side late with withdrawal of Anson, and he pops up and does that, Luke.
Here's Deary, Mrs. Hallinan. And then they go forward again through Kitching. Here's Demizio about to pick it up. Inside 50, rolling ball. Chesser goes after it. Jack got rid of McDonald. Nicely done. Brad Del Bosco from the pocket, hooks it around. He's a star, that guy. What a goal. That is a gem. A Saucony's IGA Talangata goal of the day here in the opening term.
It's a point, Lukey.
Oh, it's a point. Well, it's the best point I've seen.
Gee, they celebrated as if it was a premiership.
They did.
The kick in's a good one, and it finds Cam Evans. That's better. Now, Cam Evans doesn't muck around. He goes long. Blasick was his target. Blasick runs onto the footy. Got an A-grade bounce. Drives it long. Over the top there. Oh, here's a bit of a go now here for Kiewa Sandy Creek. They dish the ball out. It was Alex Daly. Now, driving in at the goals. Wallace underneath it! That offender came from nowhere. Was it Lockie Walker?
Matt Del Bosco.
Oh, it was Matt Del Bosco. Just came from nowhere there. The kick came in, and in the end, it's a rush behind, but it had a bit more conviction than that. And that was saved on the line, right on the buzzer. It's 14-8, Barney lead Kiewa. It's a good start, Scotty Montgomery.
It is, isn't it? It's been sharp footy, boys, going end-to-end a lot, and both teams hitting the scoreboard when they go inside 50.
Josh Starr, long out of the fullback position. Lockie Brodie got a fist to it. Bouncing ball in the centre. Koopy Daly trying to break his way through. And they got it off to Haycraft. Haycraft goes down towards half forward. Scammell, he's taken in a tackle by Kitching, and the umpire will take it. So on the flank here, favouring the Gap Road End broadcast side. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this year's TDFL finals. This one, the second semi. So the umpire wants some spacing here at the stoppage, taking his time with this. Up he goes now. Johnson, Farwell missed it. Here's Withers, and Deary got him. So the Hawks will win the footy. So Ethan Deary with it, Drew centre wing. He's about to wind it up now, goes very wide to Barber, that's okay. They retain possession. And Jacob on the move now. He wants Alex Daly, goes for a more centering kick now. Good fist away from Josh Starr. Rocco had a crack at it. Trujillo gone. And the Hawks will win it.
Yep.
Yeah, 45 out directly in front. Gap Road end, Scotty.
Yeah, how good's that forward line pressure? It's bringing him shots on goal. We saw Hogan get the chop off mark earlier, and then that tackle there from Alex Dale. Fantastic.
Boys, I'll keep you updated. Jacob Barber's just come off nursing his right shoulder.
And just looking at it, he's got a bit of cupping done yesterday, I reckon. He's got some bruises around it, so maybe it's something he's taken in the game, Scoot.
Are you a cupping man, Scotty? Do you believe in that?
Apparently it works. I've never had it done.
Okay. No, I haven't either. Robbie?
Nah, cup of tea, that's about it.
Yeah, cup of tea. And an Arnott's biscuit.
Eh.
Here goes Alex Daly. Long for home. Is it left? It is. So a minor score, 14-9. Tigers up over the Hawks on the Commercial Club scoreboard, first term.
So what a good start to this game. It's got a nice bit of a beat about it. It'll be Josh Starr bring it back in, and his kick is a good one. It finds Walker. At half back for Barney, they lead 14-9 on the Commercial Club scoreboard. Over the back, Daly flew high, couldn't grab it. Here's a chance here for Tommy Johnson. Tackled immediately. He's got a pack of Hawks around him. He ain't getting the ball out of there. And the umpire says, give it to me. Right on centre wing, clubroom side of the ground. A huge crowd in for the second semi-final. And it's Moose. Tackles, oh, he might have pushed him in the back, I thought. No, it's going to be a ball up. See if you can get a clearance here, Lukey Francis. We've gone 14 minutes on the Jappo Donks time clock, and it's 14-9. It's Barney leading.
First turn for the X-ray group. Ball on the flank, hasn't moved much at all in the last few moments. Scotty, what's happening on that game traffic and contracting stat sheet?
Yeah, 6 apiece inside 50s and 5 apiece the clearances. Very tight battle from the two teams.
Lockie Brodie, long ball forward for the Hawks, down towards the goal square. Well done by Pritchard, getting back to take a very good mark. And he spins it out wide to start. Here goes Josh at a 25-metre click to Clark Stanek. So Andre with the footy here. Jed Scammell mans the mark. They're on half-back, the yellow and black. At the moment, they lead by 5 points, 14-9. Turned over, though. Cooper Daly thumps it back in for the Hawks, bouncing towards the line. Alex Daly got a terrible bounce, goes after it again, picks it up. Nice work, keeps the ball in play. Scammell gets it off the side. Clark Stanning again. Off to Tommy Johnson, trying to get around Cooper Daly. Won't do it. And the umpire said, you're gone. So Cooper Daly, good player, this guy. Of course, brother of Alex. Cooper in the number 3 Guernsey for the brown and gold. Alex in 18. Here goes Cooper. Long ball. He will be looking for his brother. Big pack goes up. Josh Starr. Trujillo got dispossessed. Withers taken in. Umpire will take it 25 out from goal. Gap Road end.
Kiewa been attacking the last couple of minutes inside that forward 50. Barney defence holding up very well at the moment. Ball out to the fringes. Jack Hogan might be able to run onto this one. Kick off the ground there. This will fall away. Back to Hogan. Hogan's hurry kick. It's a good one.
Touch.
Play on was touch. Hicks shimmied. He shaked. Over the Daly. Brody left foot kick. It's big Tristan Mann. Nails it. Mann pushed forward. Found himself in the right spot at the right time. And he's put Kiewa in front by a point. 2-3-15. Lead Barnawartha 2-2-14. And we have gone 16 minutes on the Jappo Donks time clock.
Yeah, again, their forward pressure just to keep the footy in their half. Kiewa has been first class to start this game. And I tell you what, I reckon they're going to continue to hit the scoreboard with their smalls the way they're just hunting the ball and every time it goes inside 50.
Let's go down to Scooter Fraser for Blacklocks. What's happening, Scoot? Boundary side.
Some very quick interchanges there for the Kiewa boys. Dylan Blazic on for Hogan off, and Timmy Hallinen's come off for a rest as well.
Very good. Back in the centre of this wonderful, beautiful football ground. Lockie Brodie went up, got the best of it. Tries again at ground level. And breaking through was Haycraft going after the peel. Nicely done from the Tigers as they hack it forward. Demizio, though, takes the mark and he's on the move. He doesn't waste any time, Jack. And he sends it up towards half forward. Martin takes the mark. And they play on to Blasic. Look at this for good footy. Terrific. Into Alex Daly. That's the best passage we've seen so far today, Scotty.
As I touched on, the way they're keeping the ball inside 50, that's their 11th inside 50, or we're ready to start this game in 17 minutes of footy. So they're just getting repeat looks at it. And that movement there from half-back started with Jack Demizio reading the ball so well. And that penetrating kick went about 60 metres, I reckon, Robbie.
Yeah, beautiful.
Scott Montgomery on the game traffic and contracting stats today. Alex Daly from about 48. And he latches on. It's going towards home. He's got it. They liked it on the line, so the Hawks get their third. 21 plays 14 on the Commercial Club scoreboard.
Scotty Fraser, boundary side for Blacklocks. What are you seeing, mate?
Geez, if there's no Telford, that's the way you want a centre-half forward or a full forward to stand up. That is fantastic by Alex Daly. He had 5 metres on his opponent and took that easily on the chest and went back and kicked truly.
The kick from Dylan Blazic inside 50 was a good one too. Just didn't have to break stride, did he? And yeah, I'll tell you what, the way they're linking up between the arcs at the moment, the Hawks, they're looking very, very dangerous.
Indeed they are. So we tick over just over 18 minutes. It's an entertaining game, and why wouldn't it be? Conditions are absolutely perfect for footy. What can they do now, Barney? Jack Chesser looks like he's pushed up the ground.
Yeah, he does this every now and again. When he's not touching the inside 50, he'll roll up around the stoppage. He gets moving. He's a bigger body, so he tries to bustle his way through.
Just Connor Whiffen back on the ground too. Connor Whiffen had a big start to the game. Now here's Chester. Oh, he's handballed too. Casey Marr couldn't believe his luck. Marr for Kiewa drives it to half forward. Here's Wallace in a good battle there with Trujillo. Wallace, Trujillo. Wallace kept it in front. paddled it, still stays in the hunt, might have got him high, play on was a call. Now they'll steady off half-back. Kick from Walker was smothered. They're doing everything pretty hard at the moment.
Oh, it's on in the middle, boys.
Bit of a scrap on the middle. What did you see, Mont?
Just barbs. As he does, he gets around it. And Harry Kinching, who would have played at Wodonga together a few years ago, so
yes.
they're probably just renewing their friendship.
There's not much of him, Kitching. He's only small, so...
He does put his head in places that probably shouldn't go too, Harry.
Yeah, good on him. Here we go, back into play, far side. Left of centre wing, Quinn around his body. Connor going after it, so too is Evans. And then Whiffen down low. And they just send it forward. Jason Bartell for the Hawks, up towards half forward. Lockie Brodie knocked it out. Matt Del Bosco, though, picked it up and hacks it straight back, trying to gain some yards for his footy team. Now here down low, Whiffen. Chesser, he's taken here. He's had plenty of time. Then got it out the back. Noonan, back to Whiffen. Hurley on the boot, little scrappy on the far side. Here's O'Connor. And then just jams it forward inside 50.
Oh.
Shanahan got a terrible bounce. Here's Blasick, nicely done for the Hawks, off to Casey Marr, and they hold up. Oh, gee. Scammell's got to go after this Jed, off his boot, and then turns it over to Brodie Scammell. And now Lockie Brodie again goes long down the line to half forward.
Oh, courageous work there from a number of players. There's Starr. He tried to paddle it. Out the back it goes now. Daly. Here we go. Josh Hicks. Lethal on the left foot. High. And it's going to miss to the near side. So a minor score there to Josh Hicks. Some great, the amount of pressure around the ball that Kiewa have put on Barney in the last 5 minutes has really turned this game around.
It's gone up a level, hasn't it?
Absolutely. For Wodonga MG, here's Luke Francis.
Scooter, Jacob Barber just took his Guernsey off and went in the sheds down underneath us.
Just beat me. I was hoping you'd cross down, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, good on you, Scoot, for Blacklocks. And Casey Marr got his handball away. Hogan going in. Ends up back with Marr now. And then goes for the corridor. Good kick. He finds Cam Evans. And they want to swing it out wide to Demizio. So they're building on something here. Low ball, good footy. Into Martin. 55 out. It's been a good build-up, Scotty.
Yeah, it has been. I'll tell you what, the man that's really got moving in the last 10 minutes, Cooper Daly.
Yes.
And Jason Bartell takes the mark now. He's on a tough angle. He wants to spear one into the pocket. Man dropped it. Goes after it. Hicks is there. Ball rolling out of bounds. I can't help but feel, Scotty, that should have been a centering kick.
Yeah, you got the big fella in the lead. I don't mind that. He probably should have taken the mark there. We just quickly go around the grounds for a cheer in the Hume League. It's 4-2. Osborne 26 leading SETI HPU 2 behinds.
And we will get a O&M score as we, in a little bit, we get a bit more time anyway.
Bit more depth in the quarter, Lukey. Here we go, a hurry kick-off half-back there by Brodie Scammell, and it's going to be marked again, so it's going to come straight back in, and this will be through the agency of Lockie Brodie. Brodie's kick's a penetrating one, big fist, falls away at Barnawartha. Walker drives it long. He's been good down. Another good grab. Cam Evans. Gee whiz. Can this lad play footy? His old man's a premiership player here at Kiewa Sandy Creek in the 80s. And he thumps a ball long. Johnson from behind. He eventually got some sort of work on it. Ball in dispute. A lot of players around the ground. Umpire Rampal settled a bit. Ball up. 45 out from goal. We'll go to Scott Montgomery for a Tura. Then it'll be Luke Francis.
Yeah, quickly. 4-point lead to Myrtle at start of the second quarter in the Ovens of Murray.
Very good. Hicks and Scammell got it out. In fact, it was Rocco back there. They work it down the line. Brad Del Bosco. Oh, gee, Haycraft had to be gone.
Whoa.
Hicks has got the footy now. Gee, it's hot. It's going up a level. Ball heading across the line. So at the moment, Kiewa Sandy Creek with a narrow lead here, 3-4-22 over Barnawartha's 2-2-14. That's on the Commercial Club scoreboard. We're going over 23 thanks to Japo Donk's opening term. Second semi-final day at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve. Here's Hicks going down low. He's met by Clark Stanek. Nicely done to O'Connor. On the boot, they roll one. Here's Kitching coming at him to Mizio. Now Quinn, he's after it. Nicely done from the Hawks. They get it out to Jason Bartell. And they go short. And Tim Hallinan's taken the mark.
So Timmy Hallinan, he spots up something he likes. He sees the lead from Ryan Wallace. Marks centre wing. 22-14. Kiewa Sandy Creek League, Barney. We have ticked over 23 and a half minutes on the Japo Donks time clock. As the ball goes back to Hallinan. And they're just going to possess it around here at the moment. Mont, what are those inside 50s, both sides, please?
Yeah, right now Kiewa dominating 15-8.
Wow, Hogan over the back has taken the grab. It's been declared all fit and fair. He's not happy with the treatment he got, but Jack Hogan, well, I think he's too far out to score. He'll just set it up the top of the goal square. It sits 10 metres out from behind. Chance here, picked up there by Walker. Hurried handball. Under pressure here, the Tigers defence. Good chance here for Daly. Pivots, swivels, swings. If you don't mind, Alex Daly has nailed an absolute cracker. That's a Coney IGA telling it a goal of the day. Well, you just mentioned him, Scotty Montgomery. He was on fire. He has just rubber-stamped a huge quarter.
I'll tell you what, all these coaches the last 10 years have been playing Alex Daly at the wrong end. He's a key forward, boys. He is absolutely killing this game. He's a big target, a big frame, and a finish like that from the boundary. Looked like a small forward Eddie Betts like.
Yeah, so they've kicked the last 3 of the game, Scoot.
Yeah, Dylan Haycraft kicked the goal from that pocket last weekend, boys, and that was just as versatile by the big man then. Beautiful goal.
Very good. Back in the middle, Tommy Johnson to smaller Tommy Johnson. Ball was smothered. Clark Stanek trying to break away. Rocco. Hogan's got him, spun him around. Hallinan. The Hawks have lifted now. Here goes Hicks, and he's about to send one in. Down towards the 50-odd. Going back beautifully, Trujillo. Courageous. Ball's gone across the chalk.
Free kick, boys.
Yep.
Had to.
Yeah, in the back.
Scoot, down to you for Blacklocks.
Yeah, they were just a bit untoward, boys. Should have actually gone for the ball.
So 17th inside 50 for the Hawks this quarter, boys.
17 for game traffic and contracting. Wow. Here's Lockie Walker. Angles back to halfback. Tommy Johnson with the footy. And he looks back in towards the corridor to Withers. This is what they need, something daring. Now they go forward. There's a man out the back in Noonan. Good mark. A ripper by Evans.
He's a star.
Been huge this quarter.
Well done by Cam. A great outdoors mark of the day. And he drives it right out wide. Beautiful to Lockie Brodie. And the Hawks are on the move again.
Yeah, Evans, Brodie, these names keep bobbing up. And you've got targets like Daly down there. Man, when he wanders forward. Here's Daly again. He takes it. He'll get a free kick over the shoulder, I thought. No, play on's a call. Well, there we go. A hurried little chippy kick there from Scammell's okay. He finds Tommy Johnson, the little one. He comes to the middle of the ground. Dangerous play. Blasick got a fist on it. Big play coming up here. Demizio fed it out the back to Hallinan. Hallinan didn't get boot on ball. Farwell slipped a handball to Withers. Withers high up and under. 30 out from goal. They need a good bounce here. No one running onto the footy. It's all Kiewa Sandy Creek. Evans is there. So's the boundary line. And that's where it ends up. It'll be thrown in 10 metres around from the Barnawartha behind post. They trail Kiewa Sandy Creek 14 to 28. We've gone almost 27 minutes. Here's Luke Francis.
Opening turn for the X-Ray group. Robbie McKinlay calling for Aubrey Wodonga MG in the pocket. Strong contest. Now let's have a look down there. Noonan got it out. Whiffen.
Yeah, held without it.
Nah, too high. Just
too high.
Lancing blow. There was nothing in it, but just copped him a bit high as he gave the handball over to Noonan.
Jacob Barber back on the ground, boys. Very heavily strapped right shoulder.
Scooter for Blacklocks. Very good. So at least he's out there. We'll keep a close eye on Jacob Barber. He's such an important player for the Hawks, Scotty.
He is, isn't he? He's that barometer. If he's playing really good footy, the Hawks are going all right. But Josh Hicks is the one I want to touch on. He's been so good the last 10 minutes.
Will Nolan, gee, that's a good kick. That's a beauty. He puts it through. They're back within 8 points. 28 plays 20 on the Commercial Club scoreboard. Hawks up.
That was great for him to score there, boys. The last 2 inside 50s as well, and some pretty good delivery. So a good reward for a few forward forays.
And it breaks that run of 3 goals straight for the Hawks, Robbie.
Yeah, and they've got it back now to 8 points. And, you know, deep into time on, we've ticked over 28 minutes. And I think this quarter, Monty, we've had 7 goals. This one could sneak close to 30 minutes. So if they could pinch another one here late.
Absolutely. I think they've just got to play that rebounding game, which they have been. That's how they've been able to score their goals so far.
Up they go. Man went early, but he hung long enough to get it. Great shepherd by Timmy Hallinan. Allowed a bit of traffic for Barber. Oh, out over the back here. Dylan Blasick's found space. He's got through a gap somehow. The handball's okay. Back there towards Blocky Brodie. Now kicked a high up and under half. Forward mark's taken. It's not our man again. It is Alex Daly's marked 40 out directly in front.
It's a little bit scrappy moving across the ground there, wasn't it? But I tell you what, once you get in the hands of some of these big boys, and now in front of Alex Daly, he looks unstoppable on the lead at the moment, and a really good grab again. And distance shouldn't be an issue here, boys. Normally a beautiful kick of the footy.
Now, be careful not here to play on. They become very pedantic about this all of a sudden. Man in the green. Look at this. I think umpire Rod Sanks has just snuck in behind there and saying, "Oi, don't you leave your line." So Alex Daly to get the margin back to 14 points at quarter time. For his third goal of the quarter, Alex Daly goes long, and has he got there? Hold your head, hold your bets, holding, yes!
Gee.
He's landed a long bomb from downtown, Alex Daly. He kicks the goal, the margin goes out to 14 points, Daly's got 3. We'll take a break. It's the TDFL finals for NZ Albury, Wade Smith Plumbing, Brian Unfank Real Estate, and McRae Motors, where you won't miss a thing.
Beautiful.
We'll help you get the job done, we'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done, we'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
I'm Sam Rowe. Albury Fabrication and Maintenance is our business. We sponsor the under-17s Talanga League. Main focus of the business is structural steel fabrication and erection, but on top of that we also have a maintenance division that does transport, general maintenance and all general fabrication really. The main reason we're with the TDFL is it's a good local country competition. We believe it's the heart and soul of country. I'm from a small town. I realise how important they are. They bring the communities together.
Get into the Commercial Club for the Father's Day raffle and cash draw. Be in the draw for your chance to win part of $10,000 of cash and prizes. Tickets are only $1. See you at the Commercial Club Albury Father's Day raffle.
Hurt yourself playing sport and think you might have fractured something? Don't wait hours in the ER to start your healing process. At the O Health Fracture Clinic, we get you assessed, organised for x-rays and fitted with a cast, boot or splint fast. Skip the wait in ER, we've got appointments available. Book in today.
Country leagues in general, they're great for communities. Oh, it's just so good for the kids that they've got something to focus on, you know. They keeps them active, training, playing. It's just massive. You can't put a price on it. The little bit I see, the pub and the football club's the last thing to go in a town, and when that seems to go, there's not much left, which is sad. You know, I've been involved with the TDFL for 11 years now via Barnawartha. Our business has been very good to us and a lot of people in the community or the country area. I'm not saying every football club, but you'd like to give back, and it just makes sense to give back to something that's right here at on our back door. We're right in the middle of it here. I'd like to think Barnawartha, they had a good crack last year, the boys.
Here at Wodonga, we can service straight from the front, right through the middle roller door and right around without even having to stop or pull any trailer off. Yeah, no reversing at all, it's just in your truck, you don't even have to get out.
Well, this is the Wodonga Truck and Ag Centre. We built this and we've been going for over 3 years now. And we basically needed a bigger premises to deal with just our bigger clients who do all the commercial work.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Everyone to the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve on second semi-final day 2026. In a quarter time, it is the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks 5-4-34 over the Barnawartha Tigers 3-20. So the players are almost set for the second term. Spectators are leaving the ground. Scotty, we'll get our quarters best for Bullmax. What did you think, mate, of the opening term?
Yeah, I thought for Barney, Connor Whiffen started the quarter so well, and he was really their best player. While for the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks, you can't go past Alex Daly, can you? The ball was there a lot, went inside 50, 18 times, and he got a good look and kicked 3 of them.
Beautiful. We'll go down to Scooter Fraser. Thanks to Blacklock. Scoot, could you get out of the huddles at the first break?
I did, mate. The first one, I'd like to put a complaint in to Kiewa Sandy Creek. Zach Fulford talks too quietly. But very happy with their 21 tackles that quarter and wanted to keep up the intensity. Whereas Adam Mudra, very, very vocal. Was very unhappy with the boys, but he said in the end, we're only 14 points down, so they've got some structures to do.
Second chapter is for Bullmax. Here's Robbie McKinlay.
Gets the tap. Here we go. Picks up the crumbs as well as Tommy Johnson. Handball backwards was to Trujillo. Kicks it into half forward. Can they respond, the Barney Tigers? They start the second quarter 14 points in arrears. And our first opportunity will go around the grounds for Ochura Aubrey with all some of the happenings. A quick one in the ovens, Murray, please. Scotty Montgomery.
Yeah, Rovers hold a 14-point lead late in the second quarter.
So Myrtleford started well, but Rovers looks like kicked the last 4 goals there, Mont.
Yes, they have.
All right, there we go. And we'll get out to Bunbury, and also we'll try to keep tabs on what's happening up at Bullio today. Huge day up there in the Upper Murray League. Man with the tap, quick hands. Barber was tackled. That won't help the shoulder. He was driven into the turf. Keep an eye on that one, Scotty. Fraser boundary side for Blacklocks. Farwell was there, just trying to create a bit of space. Jared Farwell, and they won't knock that one out. It'll be a ball up in midfield. Monty for Achura, and then it'll be Luke Francis.
Yeah, Osborne hold a 14-point lead over the Power out at Wabundri.
Yeah, so sudden death, that final today. Ball up here. Mann and also Johnson. Nicely done from Jason Bartel. Swung it around. There's Martin going after the footy. He's held in by Matt Del Bosco, and the umpire will take it. So just outside 50, Pony Club end. Again, a magnificent day, as you can see on the stream. Good crowd in. And the winner of this game this afternoon goes through to the big one, the TDFL Grand Final for this year. The reigning premiers, the Hawks, up against Barnawartha. Their last flag was 13 years ago in 2013. Here we go again. So another ball up. Johnson, a man. Ball back at bootlace level. Tommy Johnson, the big man, over it now. He's in trouble. And Jack Hogan, his opposing number, is with him. Again, the umpire to take it. So plenty of Hawks and Tigers around the pill. Let's see if we can get a clearance here. Man this time over the top. This is better. There goes Hicks on the boot. Sends it towards the top of the goal square. Lockie Walker, short one, goes to Shanahan. Blasick mans the mark. The Tigers trying to work it out a defensive 50 to Starr. Alex Daly mans the mark now. So the Hawks have manned up pretty well to Lockie Walker, and the Tigers retain possession.
Yeah, he's had a good game today, Lockie Walker. Had a lot of the footy, plays on. He kicks down the middle. I'm not sure what's on offer. A ball goes over the head of Hogan. Chance here for Buddha Withers. Picks up for Barney. Went one way, shimmied back the other. Swung around on his left. Drove it long. 30 out from goal. A couple of big high flyers there. Chester was one of them. But McDonald for Kiewa Sandy Creek retrieves the ball. Was he dealt with after he got rid of it? He was. And a free kick will go the way of Jacob Barber between half-back and centre wing for Kiewa Sandy Creek. Second quarter action for Bullmax.
Jared Farwell stole about 10 metres there, boys, to get on that mark.
He did it beautifully. Barber kicks down towards the interchanges. Hogan might have pushed his Bonan Johnson out. No, play on was a call. Walker for Barnawartha. And Hogan lock it down. Umpire Rampel right in front of you, Scotty Fraser. You can smell it. What are you, 2 metres away?
You can smell that kangaroo leather there from here, boys.
Ah, beautiful. For Blacklocks, here's Scott Scooter Fraser. There's Farwell to Rocco. Shanahan around his body, heading up towards half forward. And Evans takes the mark for the Hawks. Good defender, this guy. Reliable, good size, athletic. He's about to send it back down the line. Oh, helicopter kick through the hands. And then down at bootlace level. Blasick got shifted off the ball. Rocco, he's gone cold. So Blasick.
Oh, hang on, there'll be a change here. No, he gave him the old head rub, and he's got away with it.
Dylan
It's only
Blasick.
AFL, Robbie.
Oh, good.
No, it happened
Up
a couple of
inside
weeks ago.
50.
Did it?
Daly, Alex through his hands. Martin, top spinner out to bounds on the full at the Pony Club end.
It's in the Hume League.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, Yak were up by 14 points against Kiewa, and Billy Grisker give Alex Daly a rub on the head, and it was reversed right in front of goal.
So you remember that next year coaching
well,
out there, Scott?
Yeah, I'll be telling the boys that. That's for
We
sure.
don't condone that behaviour in the Hume League.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
Walker, he chips it long. Here's Tommy Johnson, pushing the back. Oh yeah, absolutely. Lockie Brody wasn't very subtle, and Tommy Johnson of the bigger version, the taller version, kicks the middle of the ground. Not a good one. Jack Hogan, he must have, not for the first time today, intercepts from an errant kick. Hogan down the line from behind. Pritchard takes a good grab over Tristan Mann. So Pritchard at half-back. They're trying to sort themselves out here early stages in the second quarter. Oh, kick's not good. Blasick over the top. Can he regather? He does. Spun into trouble. Had a swing and a miss. Josh Starr retrieves for Barney. That nearly got ugly. They get out of trouble, I think, Luke Fraser, but it's going to come back in through Bartel pretty quick.
Yeah, what I like about the umpiring was he just let it go. He let them play. Now here's Whiffen on the boot. High ball going up towards centre wing. And Del Bosco, Brad got spun around in a tackle. Look at the players going in with their head over the footy. Hogan, he's met. Here's McDonald, picks it up now. Short one, 20-metre kick up the line. Nicely done. So Evans, just under the scoreboard, which reads the Hawks 34 playing Barnawartha 20. 14-point lead on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard here in the second term. Outside 50, Pony Club end. Players over the pill. Hallinan here, front spot in front of Matt Del Bosco. Sees it across the line. We'll go back down to Scooter Fraser for Blacklocks.
Gee, there's been some hard hits and some heavy hitting
Oh,
over
yeah.
that side, boys. Geez, really good to see the umpires are letting it go too.
Yeah, Cooper Daly's limping a bit there too. Scooty took a while to get up. This is solid stuff. Farwell from the clearance. He fed a handball. His target was Whiffen, but he was set upon by a couple of Hawks. And we're going to have another ball up. So we've gone 6.5 minutes in this quarter for Bullmax. We've had no score, and the ball's pinged between half-forward line to half-forward line. And it is full-on pressure here. The tackling's been fierce. Who will break first here? Johnson, another clever tap. Now it works its way back to Withers. Withers snaps it over his left shoulder. And the boundary line tightens up pretty quick there. Little Harry Kitching takes it over the boundary line. Slightly under attack for Barnawartha. They trail by 14 points. And that's on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. And here's Luke Francis for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, Robbie, always enjoy our time out here at the Sandy Creek Recreation Reserve. Here's Jason Bartell. And he sends it up the line. Clark Stanek trying to get a fist to it. Hicks keeps his feet. Nicely done. Looking for another Hawk. Got it back inside. They link up. The 0-1-2. Here's Cooper Daly breaking away, and he comes laterally. And he's turned it over. Quinn, he's about to fire it in. Low ball. Good work to Brad Del Bosco. A costly turnover at the top of the 50, Scotty.
Yeah, how good was the chase down? I think it was little Tommy Johnson on Cooper Daly. Just made his kick be a bit more rush, and he's actually hobbling off now, Cooper Daly. So we'll keep an eye on that one as he comes off. But the pressure, again, inside 50 from Barney to turn it over, and then a nice grab by Del Bosco on the lead.
He's in a bit of bother here, Cooper Daly.
I reckon he might have just landed on his ankle, Tom Johnson, as he come down on him, as he tackled him. So be interesting to see whether he can just get it strapped up and get back out there.
Hawks lead by 14 points. This to bring it back to 8. Good player, this guy, Brad Del Bosco. From about 47, gap road end. Don't know if he likes it, Brad. He's missed that one. So 34 plays 21 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. We'll go to Scott Montgomery and check what's happening on the game traffic and contracting stats.
Yeah, it's been a great start at the clearances for Barney. They've gone in, good 4 of them, while Kiewa have gone inside 54 times.
Scooter, what did you make of the injury of Cooper Daly?
Yeah, it was a good tackle by little Tommy Johnson. Just as he's put him off, it made the kick go a little bit to the right, straight to Moose. But it looks like he's getting treated at the interchange.
He does have a heavily strapped knee as well too. Oh, that's a good grab. Fantastic grab taken by Connor Brody. Up over the top there of Jack Shanahan. So Brody just been told to go back around. Now Connor drives it long, and here he is, our man Alex Daly. Kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. 34-21, Kiewa Sandy Creek lead Barnawartha. Told to move it on, Alex Daly. He'll handball to Cam Evans. It'll be old 1-2 coming up here. No, Evans decides he'll go it alone. Drives it deep inside, forward 50. Walker was pushed off the ball. He was, and the free kick is going to go away of Lockie Walker, who, Monty, I reckon, has been as good as anyone today for Barney.
Yeah, he's been all right, hasn't he? He's stood up when he's needed to, but that kick's not great.
Woo!
It's not ugly. Yeah, high pressure now. Tommy Johnson had to go. Bartel got taken off the footy. And now the umpire will take it in. So we've got a stoppage, 40 out, Pony Club end. At the moment, 34 plays 21. Hawks up over the Tigers. Hope you're enjoying the action. Second term for Bullmax. Umpire with the pill, about to send it into the air. Hicks at the stoppage, so too is Farwell. Wallace is there. Matt Del Bosco, Tommy Johnson. Here we go. Scammell got it on the boot. Barber, left foot by Jacob. Well done by Josh Starr. So the Tigers in defence. Scotty, when you get a chance, we might go back around the grounds for Atura. And we'll check the Hume League and O&M score. Evans sits under this. Or Nelly took it. Whiffen trying to break clear for the Tigers. Goes up towards true centre half forward. Chesser. Or dropped it, gets back on the footy, and he shakes the tackle, plays on. Jack Chesser going for home, bouncing. Will it make it? No. Well done by Demizio, getting back in the nick of time. So 34 playing 22 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
Yeah, great work, Jack Demizio. He's quick. He's still got a yard on him, and he needed to be there. That one was going through from Jack Chesser. It was probably his first really good look at one. So kick comes back in from Demizio, finds Josh Hicks at half-back. Any other scores, Mod, for Atura around the grounds?
Yeah, we've got Osborne leading by 7 points halfway through the second quarter, and the Rovers has kicked away. They're 25 points up over the Saints.
So CDHBU coming back there, and here's, for mine, almost best on ground. Cam Evans takes the mark, plays on, handballed it to Barber. Barber, a penetrating kick, finds Wallace. True centre wing, right in front of the locals. That's where they hang out, Lukey. It's where it all happens here. Evans gets the short pass. Ooh, Tommy might have just got away with one there. Just bumped into Cam Evans. He picked himself up pretty quickly. So the Yakandanda cricketer and the Kiewa Sandy Creek footballer, Casey Marr, delivers the handball now. They go forward. Picked up on the half volley by Martin. Little bit of hesitation. Floating handball picked up there by Lockie Brody. Had to get rid of it in a hurry. It was an untidy finish. And Barney through Tregello will clear off half-back.
They do. Brad Del Bosco on the move. Long driving kick. He's going for Tommy Johnson. And he flicks it over the top. He's got to go after it now. Well done by Evans. Just kept a cool head. And then a 1-2. Deary got it back to Casey Marr. And then they went to Jed Scammell. Out this way to Barber. Rolling. Shanahan gets pushed out by Barber. Ball out of bounds. We'll go back down to Scooter for Blacklocks.
Update on Cooper Daly, boys. It's his right thigh, not his knee. So
Corky.
They've just taped it up, and he's just about to stand up and see how it goes. Very ginger.
Well, I reckon he'd be hoping it is a corky. You wouldn't want a knee or ankle injury, so...
Jason Bartell, short ball to Wallace. Nicely done. 75 out. Now they're very wide. Here goes Wallace. And he pops it up. It's not the best of kicks. It was a floater. Alex Daly came out. Had to be a free kick. He was being held. Withers handballs it out. Blasick charging through. Well done by Johnson. Here's Deary. And just rolls it out. Scammell to Withers on the boot. Wild old kick. Now Bartell sits under it. Didn't get much of a bounce. Here comes Chesser. Jack charging out. Swings around. Can he get it this time? Will it have enough legs? Bouncing towards goal. Another minor score. So 34 playing 23. 34 plays 23. Hawks up over the Tigers thanks to Inspirations Paint.
All turnover here. Shanahan overran the footy at the critical time. Scammell for Kiewa. Kept the momentum going their way. Bartell's going to beat 3. Buddha Withers lined him up and won the footy. Handball came backwards. Here's a chance for Starr. Good kick. Sun in the eyes though. That's the only issue. This could become a problem. Hogan for Kiewa, swoops on it, speeds Wallace through his legs, clean bowled Alex Daly, Pritchard at the back under a lot of pressure, Wallace hunting the footy, wins it, snaps it, goals it! Wonderful finish there, Ryan Wallace. Sakoni IGA goal of the day. Oh, it beat everyone. There was stumps going everywhere, Monty. There was plenty getting clean bowl, but he's pure tenacity and then one through. And Wallace gets the first goal of the second quarter. It took over 13 minutes. They lead 40-23.
Oh, I tell you what, you got to feel sorry for people, don't you? That ball went straight in the sun, and Will Noonan just had no idea where it was and couldn't get to it. Jack Hogan swooped on it, got it inside 50 again, and that was the 8th inside 50 for Kiewa, but only the first goal of the quarter. So they need to make sure that they convert with the chances they've had so far.
Scott Montgomery in the gain traffic and contracting stats. Second turn, there's Farwell, and he hacks it out of the centre. Nicely done from Scott Bartell, taking the mark for the Hawks. Defensive 50, and he looks out wide. 35-metre kick.
Yeah, Lukey, Barney had kicked 3 points this quarter, and Kiewa's first score is a goal.
Scammell with it, Robbie, and he's about to send it straight down the line here. Johnson front spot. Now, Deary's going after it, well met. And now the ball's going to be tied up here, not coming out of there. And the umpire will take it. 40 plays 23, Hawks up over Barnawartha thanks to Inspirations Paint. Second term for Bull Max. Scott Scooter Fraser, Scott Montgomery, Robbie McKinlay and Luke Francis.
We'll have another clearance, so 40-23. First goal coming to Kiewa Sandy Creek at the 14-minute mark. There was plenty of action in that first quarter. Man. Big fist. Withers, who started to come into the game a bit. Tregello for Barnawartha trapped it, but he could not beat the boundary line. Scotty Fraser, what are you seeing down boundary side for Blacklocks?
A little bit of heat's gone out of the game, boys. You can see the both back lines just sort of walking around and not sort of pressing up as much as they were, so they might be getting a bit tired as we head towards half-time.
Yeah, 18 degrees here at Sandy Creek. A beautiful afternoon. Now, chance for a free kick there was Tregello. He might get it yet too. No, it's going to go back the other way. Looks like
going to go to Tommy Johnson, isn't it?
Tommy Johnson's going to get it. Little Tommy. He's been busy, Lukey Francis. He has it between half-back and centre wing for the Tigers. Geez, I'd love another one to get the margin under 2 goals.
They would, Robbie, and he comes back to Rocco. Now, Pritchard's free hit, or gets him. Little nervy moment there. Rocco around the back. That was horrendous. Here goes Rocco.
Oh, no, they're in
what
trouble.
are they doing down here? To Rocco. Kick it, boys. You've got to get it on the boot. Oh, no. Barber comes in. Oh, gee. Deary me, Scoot. Down to you. Can you explain just what happened there? Because we can't.
Kick the bloody ball, for God's sake.
Well put, Scoot.
Exactly. Just clear the area, boys. Okay, here we go.
Great pressure by the Hawks. Though.
Yes, yep.
Boundary umpire with it. 40 out. Pony Club in. At the moment, 40 plays 23. Kiewa up over Barnawartha. Johnson. Lockie Brody over the top. Wallace. And he's taken in. So again, another stoppage, virtually in the same spot. Hope you're enjoying the action at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve. The end of August, second semi-final day. Lockie Brody, Johnson. Blasick had a crack at it. Rocco's there again. Dylan on the boot, goes forward over the top of Alex Daly. Josh Starr. Now, will they get a clearing kick? That's what you want. Sends it out towards Brad Del Bosco.
Yeah, and Del Bosco in the end. It was a fist from behind from McDonald. The 2 Del Bosco boys are out there. It'll be Matt now. Wins the footy. Back to Tommy Johnson. Tommy's gone! Or was the boundary line got him first?
Yeah, the boundary's won.
The boundary umpire saved him. The boundary umpire's whistle. Tommy was he was heading to Lockhart's gap. So it'll be spun back into play. 40-23. Kiewa lead. Here's Hicks on his left foot. Normally uses it beautifully. Finds Dale Martin. 55 out from goal. Barber. Kick wasn't a good one. Matt Del Bosco dropped what he might have taken. Jacob Barber, did he cop one high? Play on's called. No, he didn't. Here's Tregello. Runs it off half back. Drives it long to centre wing. And there he is, Cam Evans. Knocks it. Keep the ball in, Barney Lukey.
They do, Robbie. Far side of the ground here. So good, strong contest. And the Hawks clear it now. So here's Casey Marr getting spun around. Got the handball out. Evans on the boots, playing a pretty good game. Down towards half forward, Clark Stanek. Blasick's got him. Swung around.
The workmates.
Are they?
Yep, both work at Executive Gardens with Darren Criswell.
Who's our leading possession getter, Scotty, for each team, thanks to Gain Traffic and Contracting?
Yeah, so currently we've got Caden Withers for the quarters up to 5, and Josh Hicks has got 5 as well for the Hawks.
Here goes Josh again. That one, not a clean possession. Farwell out of bounds. Rightio, Scoot, what's your update from downstairs, thanks to Blacklocks?
Monty just mentioned it. Interested onlooker in the crowd is Darren Creswell today, and there are a few coaching positions available in the Toowoomba League for next year.
I think it's the 6 or 7 that work for him that are playing today. That's probably
we'll
always
just put it out there. He might be
Come on,
coaching in the TDFL next year.
Yeah. You reckon?
You never know your luck.
We can start that rumour.
Here's Farwell again. Deary with him. Held in. Of course, coached Corowa Rutherglen this year, the Swans legend. Back to you, Robbie, for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Up they go. Going a bit early was Lockie Brody. Now it's out the back here to Jason Bartel. Off the left foot. Good kick. Dale Martin. Real workhorse. He has always lively across half forward. Martin drives it long. Pritchard's going to get a fist in this. All over the back. Josh Starr was okay with it. He just kept himself out of trouble there. Hallinan was there for Kiewa Sandy Creek. So this is a dangerous situation. It sits 20 out from the Kiewa goal. Man, out of the ruck, snap on goal. And he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. So they dodge a bit of a bullet there to Barney.
Kicked it like a ruckman, you say, Robbie?
No.
Sure?
He's well defended, I would have thought. 40-23, Kiewa Sandy Creek lead Barnawartha. Barney have not kicked a goal this quarter. They'd love the next one, and it's a short chipping kick. And it's Brody Scammell who will go down the line right in front of us here, Luke Francis.
He does, Robbie. Oh, big fly. Ball back on the turf here. Players fighting away, clamped in. Umpire to take it. So we'll get a great view of this one. The umpire
Scooters amongst it.
takes the TW Sharon, Kangaroo brand. Up he goes. Quinn. And also Lockie Brody. Hicks. Brody again. Hallinan. Couldn't take it in. Withers trying to break his way through. O'Connor. Jackson. Someone pick it up, please. Here's Hogan. Over the shoulder. Play on. Here they go. Blasick. Clark Stanek came in. Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder. He's holding it again, boys.
He's in trouble, isn't he?
Dylan Blasick. And he just pops it up. And to the runner man. Noy took it. Has to go again. Ball back at bootlace level. Kitching, nicely done. To Walker.
Oh.
Now this is a dangerous kick. Blasic's onto it. Johnson went at it. Shanahan picks it up. Dishes out the back. And they steady. And then go back to Quinn on half-back.
Yeah, Big Moose handballs it now. Back to Clark Stanek. His kick goes over the head of Starr. It'll fall the way here of Haycraft for Kiewa Sandy Creek off half-back. Nice little chipping left foot kick's a beauty. Finds Josh Hicks. Quick hands out. They'll run the ball long through Scammell. He goes to the far side of the ground. Dale Martin been tracked there. Martin, though, he goes back about 20 metres. Looks for out there. Casey Marr comes back across to Hicks. How many possessions for Hicks now, Monty, please?
He's 8 for the quarter, 13 for the game.
Wow. And that is, of course, for game traffic and contracting. And down they go again, the Hawks, up to half forward. They keep the ball in front of them. There's Alex Daly, regathers, clever kick over the top. Running onto it is Martin. He takes the mark. He'd be close, delivers a handball on to Barber, was it? On the run, sorry, Bartel. And he just narrowly misses to the far side, almost skimmed the post. There did Jason Bartel. Minor score. 22 and a half minutes gone on the Japo Donks.
Boys, on the game, traffic and contracting stat sheet, absolutely dominating inside 50s. That's 30 inside 50s for the game to 13 at the moment.
Wow.
We've gone 22 and a half for Japo Donks in the second. So out of fullback, the Tigers come. Quinn through his hand, Withers. And then Walker. Now Hicks has got it. Handballs off to Hogan. He's running a long way back here. Gets it on the boot. Now Marr sits under it. Noonan goes up. Marr off his boot.
Oh.
Ball comes out of bounds. I tell you what, Scotty, the Hawks wouldn't want to get the next. The Tigers will be in a bit of trouble here.
Absolutely, and with that domination inside 50 count at the moment, they need to make sure they take advantage of it and kick a couple more before half-time.
Moose Quinn wins the tuck, and Jack Hogan sat over the ball right in front of you, Scotty Fraser. How far are you near a little hut again today?
I was just going to say, Monty, did you see that stat I just got?
Oh, I did see that. I'll put it down.
Contested as well.
Well done. Keep the elbows down, please, Scott. Just your first warning. Up she goes. Who can win it from the clearance here? Brody, quick kick for Kiewa to forward. Wallace paddled it cleverly. Hallinan, inside out, torpedo. Marked by Tragello. Off half-back. Oh! Robert, the umpire's gone down. Rampel went down like a bag of spuds. Gee, goodness me, sensational stuff, but he's up. Withers marked. It's a good kick, finds O'Connor. And will he play on? No, he'll go short. And he finds his teammate in young fella, Whiffen, who had a great first quarter. Kicks it. Oh, Tommy Johnson missed a half volley. Normally he puts that to the boundary in the summer. And this time he just couldn't hang on to that one. And it's going to be thrown in 30 metres around from the Barnawartha goal.
Cooper Daly back on, boys. We'll see what happens in this first contest. He's at the ball now.
6-5 plays, 3-5. Hawks up over the Tigers in the second term as we work up towards the long break. And they get a hacking ball out through Haycraft, turned over. Clark Stanek with it. 60 out from home. Now he's 65 out. He's pedalled back. And there is half-time at the Sandy Creek Recreational Reserve in the second semi-final. And at the long break, it is the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks leading over the Barnawartha Tigers 6-5-41 to 3-5-23. A big second half coming up. Just who will win their way through to the big one first in this year's TDFL second semi. The halftime show for the Shed Company will get to a break. It's the TDFL finals for NZ Albury, Wade Smith Plumbing, BUR Real Estate and McRae Motors, where you won't miss a thing.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
I'm Sam Rowe. Aubrey Fabrication and Maintenance is our business. We sponsor the under-17s Talanga League. Main focus of the business is structural steel fabrication and erection, but on top of that we also have a maintenance division that does transport, general maintenance and all general fabrication really. The main reason we're with the TDFL is it's a good local country competition. We believe it's the heart and soul of country. I'm from a small town. I realise how important they are. They bring the communities together.
Get into the Commercial Club for the Father's Day raffle and cash draw. Be in the draw for your chance to win part of $10,000 of cash and prizes. Tickets are only $1. See you at the Commercial Club Aubrey Father's Day raffle.
Hurt yourself playing sport and think you might have fractured something? Don't wait hours in the ER to start your healing process. At the O Health Fracture Clinic, we get you assessed, organised for x-rays and fitted with a cast, boot or splint fast. Skip the wait in ER, we've got appointments available. Book in today.
Country leagues in general, they're great for communities. Oh, it's just so good for the kids that they've got something to focus on, you know. They keeps them active, training, playing, it's just massive. You can't put a price on it. The little bit I see, the pub and the football club's the last thing to go in a town, and when that seems to go, there's not much left, which is sad. You know, I've been involved with the TDFL for 11 years now via Barnawartha. Our business has been very good to us and a lot of people in the community or the country area. I'm not saying every football club, but you'd like to give back, and it just makes sense to give back to something that's right here at on our back door. We're right in the middle of it here. I'd like to think Barnawartha, they had a good crack last year, the boys.
Here at Wodonga, we can service straight from the front, right through the middle roller door and right round without even having to stop or pull any trailer off. Yeah, no reversing at all, it's just in your truck, you don't even have to get out.
Well, this is the Wodonga Truck and Ag Centre. We built this and we've been going for over 3 years now. And we basically needed a bigger premises to deal with just our bigger clients who do all the commercial work.
Reserve, I'm Robbie McKinlay. I've got Scott Montgomery alongside of me, and it's a halftime show for the Shed Company here at Sandy Creek, Sunbathe Sandy Creek. Scott Montgomery, and well, it's an 18-point lead to Kiewa Sandy Creek, 6-5-41 to 3-5-23, but you're doing the stats this afternoon for game traffic and contracting, and the stats would suggest that it probably should be more than that.
And it looks that way, that it should be more than that. I think the way Kiewa are playing, they've been absolutely unbelievable. Very even around the grounds with clearances. It's 20 in Kiewa's favour to 16 to Barney. But the inside 50 count, Robbie, it's 31 to the Hawks to 14 to the Tigers. So they've got a 17 more inside 50s and a half in footy, but only lead by the 3 goals. It's probably a concerning thing. And if they had Guy Telford down there, what could be, you would have to think, and that's probably what the Kiewa faithful are thinking as well. Like, he would have had a look at it probably 7 or 8 times by now. But Alex Daly sort of got well held in that second quarter. They weren't able to convert. The little guys were the ones that looked really dangerous, with your Bartels and Dale Martin especially really coming in the game. But I just feel they've got to take it when they can, because Barney are the sort of team that can put 5 on your nose pretty quickly, and they're right back in the ball game. So Kiewa have to come out and really start to convert the dominance they've had with ground position.
few little injury concerns as well too for Kiewa Sandy Creek. Monty might elaborate on a few of those.
Yeah, Jacob Barber's holding that shoulder. We saw it right in front of us, Robbie. He got it the slightest bump and then ran for about 5 minutes holding it nearly. So I think that's a real watch and see how bad that is. But he's a warrior. He'll keep going. And Cooper Daly come off for a good 12, 15 minutes with a bit of a thigh, quad, hamstring issue. I'm not sure. They just strapped the upper part of the leg. So he got back out there and didn't look like he was going 100%, but was getting through it pretty easily. So they're the concerns. And I just worry about Barney. I look in there carrying a couple of sore blokes too. I know Seamus Quinn's got a bit of a back concern, and a couple of times he's gone to get off the ground. It looks like he's quite ginger, so he hasn't been in the game at all. And some of their prime movers really need to get into it. Jared Farwell's been held to 7 so far. Tom Johnson only had the 1 touch in that second quarter after having 8 in the first. Caden Withers worked into it. He's up to 11 for the game. But Brad Del Bosco's the one. He's sort of been deep forward a lot. Then he's come up to half forward. He only had the 3 touches. I think he's one of their prime movers when he gets the ball in his hands. And I'd love to get him up to a wing or half back. I think just get him into the game because at the moment it's just not getting down there enough. And it's really hurting him. Well, for Kiewa, Jack DeMizio was really good. He's had the 4 touches in that quarter. He's just a general down back. The ball didn't get down there very often. Cooper Daly, as we said, spent a lot of time off the ground. He only had 1 touch in the second quarter, was up to 7. Josh Hicks really got moving, had 9 in the second, up to 14. Jack Hogan's had the 8, and Jacob Barber, as we said, carrying that shoulder, he's had the 7 to half time.
Yeah, and for Bullmax, Monty, if I had to say, give me your 3 best for Kiewa Sandy Creek, what you've seen across the first half for Bullmax.
For the first half for Bullmax, I reckon Josh Hicks, especially in that second quarter, really got him moving, controlled the ball through the middle of the ground, and just elite user. I love watching him kick the footy. Left footers, they just have something about him, and he's one of them. Alex Daly's the other one. He's first quarter is really good, kicking the 3 goals, and looks really dangerous still. While on the other side, I thought Connor Withen's quarter especially would have had nearly 10 touches, not doing his stats today, but then he just worked his way back in on the second part of that second quarter, and he Barney's best so far for mine.
Very impressed with the defence of Kiewa Sandy Creek. We've seen Jack DeMizio a couple of times save a few balls bouncing towards the goals, and the one that's really stuck out for me is Cameron Evans of half-back. He times the ball. His footy just keeps getting better and better.
It does, and Connor Brody's the other one. I've been really impressed with him. Jack McDonald, he's holding up down there. So a couple of those young boys are doing their job. Jed Scammel's gone a half back. Haycraft, they're playing roles, and they're just rebounding so well, and then they find those dangerous midfielders through the middle of the ground. So the decision making coming out of the back line has been first class so far.
Mon, I think when you do look in that, if you look into Kiewa Sandy Creek's group of better players compared to Barnawartha, that's where your stats differential, which is quite massive in favour of Kiewa Sandy Creek, really shows through. The only thing in Barney's favour at the moment is they haven't been hurt on the scoreboard enough. They really only 18 points down, and from what we've seen, they'll take that at the moment.
Absolutely, they would. I think Adam Mudger would be saying that right now. As Scooter touched on a quarter time, he said, boys, we've played the worst quarter we've played, and we're 14 points down. Well, they've played probably the second worst quarter they've played this year in that second quarter, and they're only 18 points down. So they'll take that, and they know that if they can get it rolling, they can kick goals in bags. Jack Chess has barely been in the game. I'd love to see him maybe stay more as a forward than coming up around the middle, which he's been doing. I think Tom Johnson might be the one that has to go forward. He sort of hasn't to Yak, and then there's a gap from Yak down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like them by a bit.
Yeah. I think Chalangata is probably going to rely on Kane Parsons up forward to
when he's up and going, he really good intercept defender. So, yeah, that's up to the two pillars at each end for Tallangata if they are a chance. But, yeah, I really like Yak's chances.
All right. Okay, well, that is the halftime show for the Shed Company. Won't be too far away. Umpires coming out on the ground here at Sandy Creek. And we just cannot tell you how good a day it is up here today. It is absolutely picture perfect. You can see all the kids out there having a kick on the ground and everyone's loving it. And let's hope we can see things really heat up in this second half. At the moment, it's Kiewa Sandy Creek 6-5-41, Barnawartha 3-5-23.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
Sam Rowe, Albury Fabrication and Maintenance is our business. We sponsor the under-17s Tallangata League. Main focus of the business is structural steel fabrication and erection, but on top of that we also have a maintenance division that does transport, general maintenance and all general fabrication really. The main reason we're with the TDFL is it's a good local country competition. We believe it's the heart and soul of country. I'm from a small town. I realise how important they are. They bring the communities together.
Get into the Commercial Club for the Father's Day raffle and cash draw. Be in the draw for your chance to win part of $10,000 of cash and prizes. Tickets are only $1. See you at the Commercial Club Albury Father's Day raffle.
Hurt yourself playing sport and think you might have fractured something? Don't wait hours in the ER to start your healing process. At the O-Health Fracture Clinic, we get you assessed, organised for x-rays and fitted with a cast, boot or splint fast. Skip the wait in ER, we've got appointments available. Book in today.
Country leagues in general, they're great for communities. Oh, it's just so good for the kids that they've got something to focus on, you know. They keeps them active, training, playing, it's just massive. You can't put a price on it. The little bit I see, the pub and the football club's the last thing to go in a town, and when that seems to go, there's not much left, which is sad. You know, I've been involved with the TDFL for 11 years now via Barnawartha. Our business has been very good to us and a lot of people in the community or the country area. I'm not saying every football club, but you'd like to give back, and it just makes sense to give back to something that's right here at on our back door. We're right in the middle of it here. I'd like to think Barnawartha, they had a good crack last year, the boys.
Here at Wodonga, we can service straight from the front, right through the middle roller door and right round without even having to stop or pull any trailer off. Yeah, no reversing at all, it's just in your truck, you don't even have to get out.
Well, this is the Wodonga Truck and Ag Centre. We built this and we've been going for over 3 years now. And we basically needed a bigger premises to deal with just our bigger clients who do all the commercial work.
At half-time in favour of the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks, 6-5-41 over the Barnawartha Tigers, 3-5-23. The half-time show was thanks to the Shed Company, and the Tigers and Hawks are back on the ground at the moment. We'll go down to Scooter Fraser and just see if he's got us at the moment for Blacklocks. Down to you, Scoot, you with us?
I do, boys, right on centre wing. I've just come from the netball. We're in the third quarter. The top-placed Chiltern Swans currently trail Kiewa Sandy Creek 24-37.
Oh, yeah.
This did happen last year, and Chiltern ended up winning the grand final. But yeah, that's a big result at this stage.
Pressure in finals, Scoot. Pressure in finals.
It is beautiful out here. Still not a breath of or any breeze at all. It's quite comfortable out here. The ground is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, mate, what do you see happening in this second half? Can the Tigers work their way back into it?
Well, I see Jacob Barber come running out. His right wing is still tucked in. He's a very sore shoulder. Cooper Daly with that heavily taped thigh as well. If those boys, well, Barney need to capitalise in his first 5 minutes without a doubt. If they can, and those rotations for Kiewa are down, then we might have game on by three-quarter time.
We don't really want to put the cart before the horse, but if the Kiewa were to win their way through to the grand final today, Scoot, Guy Telford, will he play in the big one?
Well, I was told that Nathan Vogel and Telly ran some slow laps on Thursday night just for precaution. So
They've been slow for a couple of years,
yeah,
for those two, haven't they?
But, you know, they're obviously not
bit
training,
slower again.
not training hard. So yeah, it's good to see that Telly's running. So
Yeah, Guy Telford been missing since round 12 with that calf injury. Their big man who kicked over a century of goals. And again, out since playing Rutherglen. About halfway through the season, or at least a third back anyway. Okay, so 41 playing 23. Sorry, Scoot.
that's all. I was going to say my slow and Monty's slow is nowhere near Telford's slow.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
So I'm not going to throw stones.
No, I will. I did when we played him, and he goes, "No, I'm just a veteran. That's what I do these days." So,
Robbie, your thoughts in the second half?
Oh, look, Monty and I were talking in the Shed Company halftime break that Barney should feel very fortunate. They are only 18 points behind because the numbers on the stat sheet for game traffic and contracting are way in favour of Kiewa. So that if they really need to lift, but they need a lot of players to lift. Kiewa Sandy Creek had so many more players who've impacted this game.
Third chapter for Wiesners. Here's Robbie McKinlay.
All right, what have we got laying ahead of us here? Second semi-final, 18-point lead to Kiewa Sandy Creek as we hit the start of the third quarter. And straight away, Hicks for Kiewa Sandy Creek tumbles a high left footer, running with the flight of the ball. Ma couldn't quite pull that one in there. Hitting the ball very hard there was Daly. Kicked 3 goals in the first quarter. Back at it, Tristan Mann. There's a bit of heavy timber up forward there. Quick hands come out, snap on goal. Dylan Blasick. Blasick gets the Hawks the most perfect start in the second half. And they stretch the lead 7-5-47. They lead Barnawartha 3-5-23. Oh, Monty, how about that?
How good was that? And how good were the hands by Dale Martin then? Just sharp over the top of his head. Found Blasick on the run, and he only needs half a metre, Dylan, because he's got that lightning explosive pace and puts that one straight through. And what a start. As we said, Robbie, Barney would have been thanking their lucky stars at halftime. They're only 3 goals down. Well, a minute in, they're 4 goals down now, so they need to hold on and try and capitalise and get back into it.
Yeah, that weird wall might be just getting on the edge here a bit at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different one too, with Lockie Brody starting in the ruck and man forward to start the second half, so I don't mind the look of that.
47 playing 23, so it's over to the Tigers. Now or never in the second semi. Here's Farwell, here's Jarrett, and he breaks away. He gets a clearing kick up towards the 50. Scott Bartell takes the mark too easily in front of Kitching and sends it out wide to halfback. Tim Hallinan with the footy.
Lukey, Jacob Barber is playing out of the gold square down forward for Kiewa Sandy Creek.
Good Robbie, up towards Alex Daly, true centre wing. Far side of the ground, low ball, too low for Jack Hogan. Ball out of bounds on the flank. So
Sorry, Luke, he has kicked 41 goals this year, Jacob Barber, so he's no mug down in front in that gold square.
Yeah, and I think he kicked 10 the week after.
Yep.
Telford was out, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay, Lockie Brodie had a swipe at that. Hicks down low. Never stops trying. Jason Bartel scoops up the footy on the boot. Just gets it around the corner. Blasick, who's been involved today. And then the ball has gone across the line in front of Jacob Barber, and we will have a boundary throw-in.
Did he get the free votes, Scoot?
I was just about to say, I think it was 9 goals, 40 possessions, and didn't get any votes.
No way. No, stop it. Are you kidding me?
He didn't get the 3, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
of that.
High standards.
There you go, absolutely. A lot of players around the ball here. This is where Kiewa extra out a goal before Hicks at the back of the stoppage. Screws it over his head, over his right shoulder, and he just misses to the far side. So a minor score there to Josh Hicks, who is he's second behind today, and the margin now stretches out to 48 to 23. Kiewa's Sandy Creek lead, and this quarter is for Wiesners. And the man you're about to hear next for Albury-Wodonga MG, you'd look good in an MG too, Lukey, Francis.
Incredible, Robbie, yeah.
You certainly would.
It's Morris Garage, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
An MG?
Just MG.
I'm not mechanical or
Yeah.
knowledgeable.
Okay, here's Josh Starr, man. Hogan dropped it. Umpire said play on. McDonald went in. Here's Tommy Johnson, the big version. Out wide, true centre wing, bouncing ball. And then Marr got pushed off the footy. Shanahan, Evans has got him. So Cam with the peel. Well, they're well on top at the moment, Scotty. They're in control.
They are. They're dominating in every facet. Their pressure's probably over the top of Barney at the moment. Their skill level's up, and I'll tell you what, they're moving the footy so sharp too.
Cooper Daly, just forward of centre wing, broadcast side. Tigers in a world of worry at the moment. They've just got to get their hands on the peel and get some control. Tommy Johnson goes back. Ball out of bounds. We'll go back down to you, Scoot, for Blacklocks.
Yeah, it looks like Cooper Daly's recovered after half-time there.
Good news. Shanahan onto Farwell, onto Withers. Withers just tumbles it inside forward 50, but Demizio, if he gets a good bounce here, he's away. He does get a good bounce. He leaves a look-away handball straight to a Barnawartha opponent. Chipping kick finds Chesser. 80 out from goal, though. Chesser, what does he like? He has a look, and he finds Connor Whiffen. Forward flank. Too far out to score, I think. Star lurks forward. 2 stars in the gold square. The 2 long sleeve lads. Can one of them pull it in? No, they can't. Haycraft will get to the fall of the ball. Diving on it there was young O'Connor, who kicked the first goal of the game for Barnawartha today, and it's going to be balled up right in the teeth of the point, between the point and goal posts for Barnawartha. They trail by 25 points.
Robbie McKinlay for Albury-Wodonga MG. Scott Montgomery for Game Traffic and Contracting. Scott Scooter Fraser downstairs for Blacklocks, and that one rushed through for a minor score. Yeah, so the Tigers have got to get their game together because the Hawks are well on top here. And it's going to take something special from the yellow and black at this point. A long way to go yet, but they have to get a wriggle on. Here's Scott Bartel, fullback position for the brown and gold. And he comes to Cooper Daly, 40 out defensively, Pony Club Ant. Fake to go to Evans, goes by foot. Casey Mark takes the mark and he's on the move. Got his hands away, nicely done to Blasick, inside ball, Marr missed it. Farwell scoops it up, inside to Shanahan, plays on to Brad Del Bosco, on the boot, wide one. And they go right out wide, looking for Brad Starr, up against McDonald. Ball out of bounds as we go back to Scotty on the Game Traffic and Contracting stats.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, boys, it's been another hot start. 3 inside 50s already for Kiewa, and we're only on the 6 minutes. And Josh Hicks has had 3 touches.
So it'll spin back into play on the far side of the ground with a 24-point lead to Kiewa Sandy Creek. Big play at the fringe of the stoppage. Nice little chip there by Daly. Finds Hogan. Hogan's kicks the small one. Finds Bartel. Jason. Sweeping handball over the top. Oh, down he went, big man. Good kick here to Hicks. Hicks has got Blasick all on his own. He says, no, I've got a better option. And that option is Alex Daly. He marks 45 out directly in front. Scotty Fraser.
Just too quick, and the poise of the Hawks at the moment. Every time Barney get the ball, they're just very rushed. They just need to have a little bit of a think about it.
it was a good option, obviously, Alex Daly, but I reckon Dylan Blasick might have been another even better one. He would have taken it on the fly. So Daly has 3 this afternoon. Kick on the way, he starts it, he'll swing it back a little bit, not quite enough. You see the shadow of the post. It's a minor score to Alex Daly. 7-7-49 Kiewa, lead Barnawartha 3-6-24. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. We're doing it for Wiesner's this quarter. That was on the Commercial Club scoreboard.
What's your best, Scotty, on the game traffic and contracting stats?
Yeah, what do you got, mate?
Again, Kiewa inside 54 times already this quarter. Takes them to 35 for the game, while only 16 for Barney.
We've lost to Sharon, boys.
There's $180.
Yeah, they're not cheap these days, Taze.
The famous one we hear. Scotty, what was the story, the one about, well, I don't know, it was 5 or 6, 7 years ago, the red carp?
A goal kicked at the Pony Club end, and the father and son were leaving. They picked the ball up, took it in the car, and they went to the Union Hotel at Tangam for a pot, and the police picked them up there.
Is that fair to get?
Ball on the front seat, Luke. Yep.
Deary me.
Crime doesn't pay.
The boys, they've had a shocker. Out of the full-back position, ordinary kick. Whiffen goes after it. Shanahan, gone again. Dropped it cold. Umpire didn't ping him. Hogan breaks clear here. Hawks, nicely done through Mar. That's a wide ball. Comes back a little. Brad Del Bosco couldn't mark it. A minor score. So 50 plays 24. 50 plays 24. It's a 26-point lead or a 5-goal lead to the Hawks.
Yeah, great kick in. Found Farwell. Handball on the Johnson. Bit of run the legs. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Little Tommy Johnson goes long. Here's a chance. And, he couldn't quite hang on to it. It was Chester. Spills free. Bouncing, tumbling, tripping, fumbling, bumbling. Knock it through. Kiewa will. They do eventually. Gee whiz, it got ugly in the end, but it's a rush behind of the highest order. That ball just did not sit there for Barney at all. Was it Harry Kitching?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it just wouldn't sit for him. They get it through for a rush behind.
Yeah.
That's when it's gone that way a bit today.
It hasn't, but how good's the defence from the small defenders back there? Scotty Bartell was there in a flash. A few others come back to help. Big Connor Brody was there. Lockie Brody was there to help. So, yeah, great work from the defenders.
Man went up. Trujillo trying to get through. Clark Stanek over the top. Ball heading towards the chalk. Daly, that was Cooper, to Jason Bartell. Inside to Deary, under pressure. Rocco brought him down. Good decision. Now, Scoot, with that Sharon stealing incident, is that a life ban here at the Sandy Creek Reserve?
I can't remember what we did, mate.
Yeah.
The police handled it well.
Yeah, okay.
I think the copper said, hey, give us a slab and away we go. No, I'm only joking.
Oh,
hey, mind a big score in the Hume League. You got an update?
Big upset brewing out there, boys. 65-49. The Power lead the Tigers out there.
Wow. Yeah, as we said, sudden death, that one. At Walbundry. Now ball rolling in front of Barber. Let's have a look at him here. Oh, caught one high. He's got under it, ducked under the tackle. He's gone for home. Jacob Barber. He's got it.
Wow.
Gee, that's a great goal. That's a Sacconi's IGA Talangata goal of the day. A beauty, Scoot.
Yeah, and the first one of his teammates went to high-five him on the right. He's tucked the wing and put the left hand out.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, look, come off, Jacob. Just take a rest. It's looking likely that you're going to go through and have a week off. So you just don't want to see him out there get any more injured and not be able to play in a couple of weeks' time.
He hasn't moved anywhere near the middle of the ground in this quarter, has he? He's stayed down in that goal square, and I think that's where he might be for the rest of the game, and just to keep him that extra rotation until this game is really done and dusted and put to bed. I think from fully, I reckon he'd be thinking about it, but maybe halfway through the next quarter is when you do it.
Yeah, and it's dragged Lockie Walker deep too. Lockie Walker's playing on him, so that's working in their favour as well. Tommy Johnson intercepts the handball of Jack Hogan, kicks it towards half forward. Shanahan, a hurry kick, tumbles it. O'Connor needs a good bounce. Look away handball was good. Here's a chance. Harry Kitching kicks it out in the full. He had a plan. It just didn't come off.
Bad footy.
Been the story of the day. Monty for Atura around the ground.
Just quickly, a 41-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers over the Myrtleford Alpine Saints in the Ovens and Murray today.
Jeez.
DeMizio.
I tip Mert, boys.
Long way back. Johnson. And now tied up. Umpire to take it. Just outside 50. Pony Club in. 8-8-56 plays 3-7-21.
We cannot get connection in the Upper Murray either, Lukey.
Hawks up over the Tigers. No line through. Here's Farwell. Tommy Johnson. Now, Tommy, who can he pick out down there? O'Connor's led. He's going back to the pocket. It's a wide ball. Star went up. That was Brad. Ball out of bounds. Yep. No, they can't. They just can't have any impact in the forward 50. They're not getting any sort of ascendancy at all down there.
None at all. And, you know, Cooper Daly, Dylan Haycraft, these guys down there.
Well, Haycraft's had the job on Chester, and he's done a great job. Chester has not looked like it at all inside 50 today.
Yeah, I reckon you might see, unless things change, but Haycraft. Here's a snap, left foot, one by Noonan, and he's going to go out of bounds yet. I think he'll be very big on Zach Fulford's best players if this result pans out the way it's heading at the moment. He's been outstanding. So it'll be a boundary throw in. They need one here, Barney. They have not scored one since time on in the first quarter.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it, Robbie? We're gone 12 and a half, we're close to 13 and a third. They got 3 goals on the board in a semi-final. Like it's
a long way from there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a chance. Can they get a bit of deep entry here? Matt Del Bosco knocked it to Noonan. Noonan was tackled straight away, and it'll be a ball up on the 50-metre arc. Kiewa Sandy Creek are doing it in style at the moment. They lead 56-25. Third quarter for Wiesners.
So what do you say at three-quarter time if you're Adam Mudra, Scotty? I mean, what are the instructions right now? Because their season is far from over.
No, absolutely. Well, they've got to think about next week as well. It is well and truly done, which I'm not saying it is by any stretch of the imagination. But you've just got to say, right, boys, we're going to try a few different things to see how they work against Kiewa, and then we can take that moving forward and try and use them in the grand final if you get there.
Here goes Clark Stanek on the move. So they need something out of this, the yellow and black. Chesser dropped it. Ball out the front. Hawks trying to mop up back there. Demizio came flying through, taken down, and it will be clamped in. So they must score here, the Tigers, if they're any hope in this game. 14 minutes gone for Jappo Donk's third term. It's brought to you by Wiesners, Scott Montgomery, Robbie McKinlay, Scooter Fraser and Luke Francis with you. The Sandy Creek Reserve.
Dump tackle.
Yep. So the Hawks get out of jail again, this time through McDonald. And Jack, he's looking out to the outer side. And he's about to kick it right out there. No one manning up Evans, and he takes the mark easily.
Yeah, he's had a field day. I guess the reality of it, boys, in the last 7 quarters of football, Kiewa Sandy Creek in finals have only given up 6 goals. So that says a lot about their defence.
The same opponent.
And
it's a great stat.
It's you don't lose too many games with those sort of numbers. Ooh, a bit of friendly fire there. It's a rather ugly passage of play. Hallinan cleans it up a little bit. Wallace will try to bring this ball to ground. Clark Stanek runs onto it. Wallace chases, and he puts him under a little bit of pressure. So can they mount something from this side of the ground? Del Bosco, a little short chipping kick, finds Buddha Withers. Withers, oh, it's got to be good. It finds Big Moose. Now he's got Shanahan with a bit of room to move. He'll chip it. Oh, now he's told to play on. He had Star on his own. Can someone take a grab? Johnson from behind. He clears the pack. Oh, he's got one high. Has Kitching. That might stir the natives a little bit. He'll have a free kick, 30 out directly in front.
He didn't like it, the attention there. Young Harry Kitchen went up straight away trying to push and shove, but it's all sorted out now. He's probably lucky that the bloke he was tackling was 3 foot taller than him. That's why he might have got the kick. But I tell you what, they need this one just to give him a little bit of momentum. Gets it back to 25 points and gives them a little sniff. But I tell you what, the Hawks have still been running right in this quarter.
So Harry Kitching, he's tried his heart out today. He's a courageous, tenacious type. Gee, I'd love to get one here. Let's have a look at that. Last goal was kicked by Will Noonan at the 27-minute mark of the first quarter. We're now ticked on to 16 minutes for Jappo Donks. Kitching on the way, celebrates early, and he goes back and remonstrates quite gamely and bravely with his opponent, which was big Connor Brody. And then they said, get out of there, Harry. And Harry kicks the goal, and Barney finally get one, Mont.
Yeah, they needed that one. Just a bit of a settler now. They know they can hit the scoreboard. They just need to continually do it. They've gone inside 57 times this quarter, so that's a bit of an improvement on what they did in the second, but just haven't been able to capitalise with a little bit of field position at the moment.
Okay, so we're gone 16 and a half now for Jappo Donk's third term. 56 playing 31.
Kitching's second goal of the afternoon, Luke.
Yeah, he kicked the first of the game, didn't he, Robbie? It was a beauty. So there's not much of him, but, boy, gee, he has a dip. And as you said, got up and really had a crack at Connor Brody after that, back in the centre. Here goes Hogan. Yep. So Tommy Johnson and Hogan going at it. Comes back to Jack. Now, will he launch it inside 50? Or will he go with the lower ball? He goes and just pumps it in there, puts the Tigers under a lot of pressure. Out the back it goes. Nicely done from Walker, comes charging through. In fact, it was Brad Del Bosco. Wallace taken high around the neck. And they're getting pretty vocal downstairs. A few light refreshments from the boys today.
Oils them up.
Yeah, how good was that by Wallace? But just what lower wanted the footy more than what the Barney bloke did, and free kick given away. And he's normally a really beautiful finisher, and he has been for a long time in this Kiewa senior side.
Looks like Lockie Walker's rolled his ankle, boys. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, well, they don't need that. No. Here goes Ryan Wallace to answer the kitchen goal. That's picture perfect to the Gap Road end. And they kick away again. 62 plays 31. Hawks up over the Tigers on the Commercial Club scoreboard. A double for Wallace.
Yeah, really nice finish, as I said. He's a beautiful finisher when he gets his hands on it. Wally been playing most of the year in the twos and has come back in when Telford's gone out of the side, and he hasn't looked like he's missed a beat at all. So it's good to see that guys like this are still running around and playing some good footy.
Yeah, Scooty was a bit of a surprise inclusion for that round 12 game at Colston Park, but as Mont said, ever since then he hasn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, well, if you look at the Reserves League best and fairest count, I think he finished third and played the last 6 in the seniors.
Hogan from the stoppage pumps it inside forward 50. Alex Daly leading the race for the ball. Oh, he can't quite get it. He was just about to grab it and the boundary line beat him. So it'll be 30 metres around from the Kiewa Sandy Creek goal. They've actually doubled Barnawartha's score at the moment. They lead 62 to 31. That's on the Commercial Club scoreboard. Whereas we've ticked, almost gone up to 19 minutes now. So it'll swing back into play. Daly won the tap. Hurried kick will go out of bounds in the full, and Barnawartha will bring it back into play. It'll be through the agency of Brody Scammell. As 19 minutes have ticked over, Lukey Francis for Albury-Wodonga MG.
Yeah, they have, Robbie. Scotty, we might see if we can go back around the ground shortly for a Tura. So Scammell with the ball here, back pocket, Gap Road end for the Tigers. Long down the line here, big clearing kick. Start, did he mark it? Brad, he came to ground, now the ball's tied in. We'll go to Scotty now for a Tura.
Yeah, 9-goal lead to the Rovers in the Ovens and Murray over the Saints. And it is an 11-point lead to CDHVU over Osmond out at Wabundry.
Oh, wow. Okay, very good. And we've got the Memsey Stakes coming up at Caulfield in 12 minutes' time.
Who do you like, Luke?
I had something on Autumn Boy today.
Yeah.
Robbie?
And, of course, you would have been very responsible with that allocation of funds.
Very. Yeah, always gamble responsibly, don't I, Robbie?
You do.
Yeah.
Smart.
I am. Highly intelligent.
Yeah, you're a connoisseur of the industry, not an investor.
Exactly.
All right, well, we go back into play. Man, he's done well today. Taps it towards Hicks. Did Hicks get one high?
Got a high one.
He did, and I was only commenting the other day to Blake Escott. I thought, Scott Montgomery, I'd love to see you one day take up the whistle, Mont. You don't miss too many. Hicks kicks it deep. Was there a push over the back? And it's Pritchard. Will takes a good grab. He's been pretty good today, Will Pritchard. It's been under the pump. A lot of inside. What is that inside 50 count for the game, please, Mont?
So currently it's 38 for the Hawks to 21 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and that's for game, traffic and contracting. That's a big differential, Lukey.
It is, Robbie.
And it probably explains the scoreboard, which says 62 to 31 for Japo Dogs.
It does. We'll go back down to Scoot for Blacklocks. They've got to give their supporters something, Scoot, because up until this point, the Tigers, they've been pretty disappointing, to be honest.
That's right. Their last goal came from that free kick to Kitching. Before that was a drop mark to, I think it was Del Bosco and Withers. So they need to take an inside 50 mark and get some shots at goal, which is obvious, but when you're having inside 50s and dropping marks, you certainly need to capitalise.
Yeah, I know it's easy to sit back and pot shot from here, but at the moment, Scotty, they don't look like a 16-1 team.
No, they don't. But I'll tell you what, Kiewa look like they just put them to the sword. That's the difference for Lukey, the pressure that Kiewa have been able to put on them.
Yep. Here goes Chesser. Handballs out to Whiffen. Left foot around his body. Man, head over the footy. Hicks been great. Tamar ducking around. Handballs close in. To Man and then back to Casey. That was good footy. Long ball inside 50, Gap Road end. Walker, big fist. Rolling ball. Hallinan taken down by Whiffen.
Crew the high one.
Yes, and he will take the kick. So the Hawks just having their way with the Tigers at the current time. So 62 playing 31. We're in the third term. We're going 22 for Japo Donks. Tim
Distance
Hallinan.
might be the issue, I reckon.
Yeah, and it's not an easy pocket to kick from, Scotty.
No, it's not, because that breeze is, if anything, heading across the face of goals that way. So it's a very hard
Casey
one.
Marr, boys.
Here goes Casey now. Long bomb, sends it towards home. Touched to the line by Brad Del Bosco. A minor score.
There have been goals in the 14s and 17s today from that pocket, boys. So senior boys need to step up and show the way.
Just got an Atura Albury netball update, boys. Kiewa 46, beat Chilton 41. So it goes through.
Kiewa will go through. Bit of a comeback there too from Chilton. That will be encouraged, but well done Kiewa Sandy Creek. Could be a great day for the Hawks, the club. They're leading it in good fashion here. Now here's Chesser. Look away handball, back to Matt Del Bosco. Gee, they're under the pump here. And a hurried kick by Tregello. I think it's going to go out of bounds. Full no, it'll stay in. In fact, it does stay in. Cam Evans says, no, it can go out. He just walks it out over the boundary line. And a real gentleman, he gives the ball back in very gracious fashion to the boundary umpire, who could probably just take a bit off that fringe on the hairdo there.
Yeah.
Just to snap it up a bit. You can, righto, he said, gets the all clear from umpire Rod Sangster.
Harry Kitching, the first to succumb to cramp today.
Won't be the last, I don't think, either. Withers. Oh, he went through traffic. Got a 1-2 handball of Matty DeBosco. Then Withers handballs it straight to Wallace. Wallace will drive it long. Here's Barber and Walker. Barber does well, knocks it on the ground. Hunting at the ball here is Dale Martin. Dale Martin's kicked it off the ground for a real, genuine soccer World Cup style Sacconi's IGA Talangata goal of the day contender. Good recognition and honours there for Dale Martin. That's been his game today, Mont.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's been the live wire forward. He's been that guy that has kicked it inside 50 from the half-forward flank quite a bit today. And yeah, he deserved to get his name on the board, and there it is, his first one. And tell you what, it could get a little bit ugly the way this is travelling.
Yeah, it just felt like that was it. That stamped the papers there. I know we've got a quarter to go, but 38-point lead now. So they're going to be terribly hard to run down from here.
We did talk about that magical 10-goal spot in the game, Robbie.
Yes, yes.
I think you guys have experienced that before here at Sandy Creek.
Oh, both ways.
Here's Chesser. Hogan brings him in. Umpire to take it. Tell me a story, Robbie.
Well, that's the beauty. That's what I love about this place. It can break your heart, and you have some of your greatest moments out here. That's the beauty of Sandy Creek. Would you agree, Scoot?
Oh, without a doubt. You know, and you can still see some of these experienced blokes boring in. Very tough footy at stages.
That's why we love footy and why we love sport. Here's Shanahan trying to get around Marr. Nicely done. And Shanahan goes forward. Starr going back here. He gets it on the second attempt. Turns inside out. Goes inside. And the mark is taken by Hallinan.
Just come off the bench, I think, Timmy. So he's done well. Just get back and help out.
10-9 plays 4-7.
Was that Haycraft who did that pressure tackle on the boundary line then?
Was it Jack McDonald?
Or was it Jack McDonald?
Jack.
Yeah, it was just great pressure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And ball out of bounds here, 35-40 around from goal, Pony Club end. So 10-9, 69 plays 4-7-31. Hawks up over the Tigers on the Commercial Club scoreboard. And we've gone close to 26 for Japo Donk's third term. Here's Robbie McKinlay for Albury Wodonga MG.
Thanks, Lukey. Chesser couldn't get hold of the footy, and it's knocked over the boundary line. I guess the next thing to consider, Scotty Fraser, boundary side for Blacklocks. When does he, Jacob Barber, come off the ground? He's all on his own down there at the moment. That's okay, but there's no risk, surely.
No, I think three-quarter time it might be, just park him in the garage and get him ready for a couple of weeks' time.
He McCann with his old man Robbie, who's here today, enjoying the action. And it'll be another ball up into attack for Barnawartha. They've only kicked one goal since time on in the first quarter. 4 goals, 7-31. Kiewa Sandy Creek 10-9, 69. Umpire Sangster puts the ball aloft. Geez, a lot of players around that ball. Brad Starr eventually broke, but the Sanger said, give it to me, boys.
Did you say it was Robert Sangster?
No,
Rodney.
Rodney.
Right, I thought it was a great racing figure, Sir Robert Sangster.
Taught me at school, Rodney.
Yeah, he's a good man. He's put up with a lot of well, imagine putting up with Scott Montgomery in high school, Luke Francis.
I was one of his better students, he used to tell me.
Jeez, that's tough times.
Absolutely.
You probably escaped conviction, Scotty.
Take it away, Luke. Need a clearance, mate.
Yeah, here we go. Matt Del Bosco, that was a throw. I thought it was anyway. I can't be 100% sure. There's Scammell. Bouncing ball. Bartel. Jason on the boot.
Look at this.
Yeah, now Martin's got a paddock. If he gets a good bounce, he doesn't. Shanahan after him. Ball back at boost late level. Well done by Shanahan. And now it's tied up, is it? Martin at the bottom. He's in trouble here. Umpire's going to ping him, and he does. So the Tigers will get the footy. Now, staring straight at my son, the kicker will be, it's Starr. What do you reckon, Scotty? Can Josh Starr get the distance, looking straight into that shining
He's
sun?
normally a nice long kick, Josh Starr, so I don't know about the accuracy, but I reckon the distance shouldn't be too much of an issue.
And he's got to go for home the way they've been marking inside forward 50. He's got no option but to go for a long one, and he does, Josh. That one a behind. A minor score he's missed. So 69 playing 32. Hawks up over the Tigers on the Commercial Club scoreboard. Gone 28 third term. It's brought to you by Wiesner's.
Yeah, can't be too long to go, Lukey. This quarter we had 8 goals kicked in the first quarter, and that went 29 and a half minutes. We're about 28 now. We've had, I think, 5 goals kicked this quarter. So,
Scotty, can we get marks inside 50 thanks to game traffic and contracting?
Yeah, no, I didn't do that one today.
Okay. Yeah.
have a stab.
And not a lot to Barney and a lot to Kiewa, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon that's about right.
Absolutely, mate. Now they'll go forward again. Casey Marr drives it in towards Alex Daly, but a little bit tight to the boundary line as Harry Kitching comes on for O'Connor. There's nothing of Harry Kitching, is there?
No, not much at all.
He's a pint-sized terrier.
He's just had about half a litre of pickle juice and whatever spray went into his mouth. If he cramps again, it'd be unbelievable.
I reckon he could ride at 58 of the picnics. There you go.
Ride Rain Queen next.
Well, actually, he could ride. Yeah, he could ride 58 at the pros.
Matt Del Bosco was advanced. No, it's going to be a throw. So they were off to the races there. Speaking of the picnics, Lockhart picnics, of course, come up in early October.
Great day.
And it is indeed. Cooper Daly with the ball in hand, and he finds Wallace, who marks. Now, he is too far out to score. I'll say that with a fair amount of conviction. He's got 55 metres. Wold gives up a bit of ground. He goes back to Casey Marr, who's now 80 metres out for goal. They're sort of winding the clock down here. 29 and a half minutes are gone on the Jappo Donks time clock. Daly, Alex, didn't get a good look at it. Here's Connor Whiffen, who's gone a bit quiet after a really good start.
And he's been pinged.
And it's free. Great tackle, and it's our man again. It's Dale Martin. Martin will wind up. He handballed it back to Barber. Well, they've kicked it out of bounds in the full. That's what it is. So we're getting deep into time on here in the third quarter. Almost 30 minutes gone here at Kiewa Sandy Creek. And it is a 37-point lead to the Hawks. Here is Lukey Francis for Aubrey Wodonga MG.
So the Tigers with possession, they're going to go long here out of the back pocket to a lot of players, Hawkers and Tigers out there. Star going in, ball on the turf. Umpire will take it in. Okay, so yeah, the Tigers haven't had a very good afternoon at all. Hawks well on top, and at this stage they will be playing in the grand final in a fortnight's time. Over the top, Lockie Brodie, Hicks palming off. Ball on the turf. Tommy Johnson had a crack at it and then brought down as Noonan. He's not happy with the attention he got from Barber. They're going on with it. Umpire wants the Sharon out of there. Gets it now. Now he's calling for nominations. Here he goes again. Tommy Johnson, Lockie Brodie.
That should have been a block. That should have been a block against Tommy, I reckon. But
Mon-
a free kick for a hold.
Mon, I believe for Achura you've had connection with Bullio.
Yeah, finally the internet's working up there, and it's a 55-point lead at three-quarter time to the Bulldogs over the Kangaroos. So Bullio well in control up there.
78-23. So
they were favourites?
Yes,
yeah, mate.
big
yeah.
time.
And that'll be 3 in a row, I reckon, one at Mont.
Definitely 2. I reckon it's 2.
Yeah.
I reckon Cudgy had the one before.
Cudgy might have 2.
Drew Cameron and those boys are all up there.
All right, 69-32. It's stretching out this quarter. Jack Hogan. Ooh! Scammell got knocked us over as he kicked it. And a good mark taken half forward. Trying to pick that player up.
Daly.
It is Daly again. It is 2. I think he's too far out to score. He decides he'll go long. to the top of the gold square, brought to ground. Blasick, can you get a good bounce? He spins. Oh, Wallace! Doesn't quite make the journey. Oh, the Hawk supporters in front of us went up his one, but Wall didn't have enough on the journey. He underclubbed it, and it's through for a minor score. And they're in trouble again here. Barney, oh, turnover here. Kick off the left foot by Cooper Daly, who's stretched his way down there, and it's a gold square save for Barnawartha, Luke Francis.
We're going over 32 now
Wow.
in the third term here on the Jappo Donks time clock. Here's Lockie Brody, the
I might
Hawks.
just go and see if those blokes haven't gone to sleep.
Yeah, just wake them up. Robbie, you might have to. Lockie Brody pumps it in. Can they take a mark before the siren? Good mark to Lockie Walker. Brad Del Bosco it is. And his black boots down there.
He's gone back this quarter and he's had the 6 touches, boys, and he only had 3 for the first half. So down back might be the go for Delby.
Less than 60 seconds, Robbie.
Correct, mate. I just went and checked in on our friends there.
Still awake.
Yep, all good.
To Brad Del Bosco. Long towards the boundary line. They'd stay pretty professional up at Bullio tonight, wouldn't they? They just recover and get ready for next year, wouldn't they? Or-
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here goes Del Bosco, handballs it over the top to Farwell. Then to Rocco. Short one, nicely done. And they get it on to Withers. Withers, long board, no one back there. Demizio going back on his own and takes the mark. So there's three-quarter time at the Sandy Creek Reserve, and at the moment the Kiewa Sandy Creek Hawks will play in the grand final. It's not quite over yet, but they have a big lead at three-quarter time, 10-10-70 over the Barnawartha Tigers, 4-8-32. It's the TDFL finals for NZ Albury, Wade Smith Plumbing, BUR Real Estate and McRae Motors, where you won't miss a thing.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
Sam Rowe, Albury Fabrication and Maintenance is our business. We sponsor the under-17s Toolanga League. Main focus of the business is structural steel fabrication and erection, but on top of that we also have a maintenance division that does transport, general maintenance and all general fabrication really. The main reason we're with the TDFL is it's a good local country competition. We believe it's the heart and soul of country. I'm from a small town. I realise how important they are. They bring the communities together.
Get into the commercial club for the Father's Day raffle and cash draw. Be in the draw for your chance to win part of $10,000 of cash and prizes. Tickets are only $1. See you at the Commercial Club Albury Father's Day raffle.
Hurt yourself playing sport and think you might have fractured something? Don't wait hours in the ER to start your healing process. At the O-Health Fracture Clinic, we get you assessed, organised for x-rays and fitted with a cast, boot or splint fast. Skip the wait in ER, we've got appointments available. Book in today.
Country leagues in general, they're great for communities. Oh, it's just so good for the kids that they've got something to focus on, you know. They keeps them active, training, playing, it's just massive. You can't put a price on it. The little bit I see, the pub and the football club's the last thing to go in a town, and when that seems to go, there's not much left, which is sad. You know, I've been involved with the TDFL for 11 years now via Barnawartha. Our business has been very good to us and a lot of people in the community or the country area. I'm not saying every football club, but you'd like to give back and it just makes sense to give back to something that's right here at on our back door. We're right in the middle of it here. I'd like to think Barnawartha. They had a good crack last year, the boys.
Here at Wodonga, we can service straight from the front, right through the middle roller door and right round without even having to stop or pull any trailer off. Yeah, no reversing at all, it's just in your truck, you don't even have to get out.
Well, this is the Wodonga Truck and Ag Centre. We built this and we've been going for over 3 years now. And we basically needed a bigger premises to deal with just our bigger clients who do all the commercial work.
In favour of Kiewa Sandy Creek. They've been very good this afternoon. 10-10-70 to Barnawartha's 4-8-32. And right now, they have one step or 1 foot in the grand final. Rightio, we'll go to Scott Montgomery, who's been on the game traffic and contracting stats this afternoon. And we'll get our Bullmax best, Scotty, for the third term.
Yeah, we'll go to the stats first, and I'll tell you what, it's been a domination. It's 45 inside 50s to 23 Kiewa's way. They also lead the clearance count by 6, 30 to 24. Some of the better players and stats totals. Demizio's only had the 5 touches, which is, he gets back and just defends well. He hasn't had a lot of it, but he's been big. Cooper Daly, 15. Josh Hicks, 22. Jack Hogan, 14. Jacob Barber. Only the 9 obviously went forward with that sore shoulder, while Farwell's had 13 for Tigers. Tommy Johnson, only 11. Very disappointing from him today. Caden Withers, 17. And Brad Del Bosco, 10. He's my quarter's best for the Tigers. Brad Del Bosco had the 7 touches in that third quarter going down back, whilst it was Josh Hicks with 8 touches in the third quarter.
Very good, Scotty. Rightio, we'll head down to ground level and we'll catch up with the great man, Scooter Fraser for Blacklocks. What's on the card, Scoot? What can you tell us?
Zach Fulford was very buoyant in his praise for his group. Just said to keep going at it, keep putting that pressure and hitting the scoreboard. Over the other side, Muddy was very, very vocal. Actually said to the boys, "You look done." Absolutely looked done, lethargic, and not what they wanted to see when they said they wanted to start the game and go at them and keep the intensity. So he has implored this quarter to put a bit of respect back in the scoreboard and see what they can do.
Well, we can't disagree with him, with Muddy.
No.
You've got to agree. I mean, they do. They look cooked at the moment.
Yeah, he's hitting the nail on the head, hasn't he, Muddy? It's just, looks like,
deflated.
A team that's running out of juice when you would have thought it was the other way around with how young their list is compared to Kiewa's.
And it doesn't reflect his energy either. You know, he's always up and about and positive too. So hopefully they can show something and kick a few goals in this quarter.
That's right. And we said that, I think, halfway through the term. They just need to show their supporters something, because at the moment they look despondent, as Adam Mudra has alluded to, looking flat, and they just have to show some energy in the final term. So 10-10-70 plays 4-8-32. As we said, a 38-point margin at the current time with 1 chapter to go. Now, what's unfolding at Walbundry? That's interesting, isn't it, Scotty?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like there must be a little bit of a breeze there, and I think that Osborne must have had that breeze in that quarter, because they're taking the lead back at 3/4 time by 2 points. So it's one of those games going to go down to the wire out there.
Yeah, well, okay, here we go. Final term in the second semi-final.
Thanks, Lukey. Withers come through with a lot of conviction. Kick off the ground was good by Brad Starr, and you'll find the boundary line 55 metres around from the Barnawartha Golden. Mont, I reckon the only thing to get this game going here would be 2 quick goals to Barnawartha that might just give a little bit of hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 38 points, but it feels like it should be a lot more than that.
Well, I saw the greatest example of hope I've seen for a while. I saw a man in an Essendon jumper here before. This is absolutely fantastic from him. Here they go. Is this a chance? No, tackle's great. Oh, that's a ripping tackle there by Jace Bartel. And he'll win a free kick. 30 out from their defensive goal. And Bartel, He's just another campaign at Sandy Creek for the Bartel boys. They've seen so many. And it's been some good ones. Some
And leave it there,
ones.
Robbie. Oh, okay.
And,
So
and as I said to Scoop before, that's what it does here. You've got to enjoy it when you can. But here's Tommy Johnson's going to bring it back into Lukey. He's a long way out. I don't know what he can do here. He's going to come laterally.
yeah, here he goes to Brad Del Bosco. So our Bullmax quarters best, according to Scott Montgomery. How many do you have, Scotty?
He had 7 for that third quarter.
And here goes Brad towards the arc. Nice to
Great
Chesser. So he's 60 out, Jack. And I reckon he's got to back himself in. What's going on over there?
Oh,
you
there's
two?
a reflection coming straight off into our eyes off of the car window over there.
Chesser. In he goes.
Can't see.
Oh, Mark Noy taken. Ball comes down. Trujillo. Has he got it?
No, missed.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it just hasn't been their day at all, Scoot.
No.
Down to you for Blacklocks.
No, they just need to capitalise, don't they? It's that scoreboard pressure looking to next Saturday when they play either Yakandanda or Talangata.
Yeah, it's important they finish this well, though. If they got another game coming up next Saturday, preliminary final, you've got to find something this quarter. You've got to take something out of this game because you can't limp in like this. And I reckon that's where the Mudman would have been heading towards Mont.
Absolutely. It looks like Seamus Quinn's not out there. So, as I said, he's got a bit of a back complaint. So, whether he's just been put on ice for next week.
Pumping kick. The Star Boys work together here. They do all right. Josh, kick was smothered. Now Tommy Johnson goes back to Brad Starr. Brad Starr off an awkward-looking left foot kick. Oh, good mark. Cam Evans. Well, he will feature amongst Zach Fulford's best, I reckon. Kick goes wide. He's had a super game. Bartel on centre wing. Jason drives it long. Casey Mard. The ball won't sit for him. It's out of bounds. True centre wing in front of the magnificent new scoreboard. First time you probably laid eyes on the new scoreboard. Is it Luke or was it here last year?
No, Robbie, I think I've seen it for about 3 years.
There you go. Well, I've absolutely lost the plot.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of Walbundry. Walbundry, you've got the new scoreboard.
Yeah, this one's definitely been here for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Rex last week and
Yeah.
not me this week.
So we're celebrating the 5th year of the scoreboard here at Sandy Creek today. Is Chesser.
What a wonderful
Down the line.
addition.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not called the Robbie McKinlay Memorial Scoreboard, I think you'd be happy, Robbie.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's got a bad ring to it, Memorial, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it?
It's all over.
Yeah.
What do you got, Mont?
Oh, no, just that
Wavy.
sun's still killing me.
It's left me.
Oh, I've still got it.
Whose chariot are we looking at? Which
Oh,
car is it?
I don't know,
then?
the one where the ball's been hanging around for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
The bloke in the Aubrey Wodonga MG, it looks
Yeah,
like.
That's what it
very
is.
good. Very good.
No, it could even be the Blacklocks one too.
He goes Farwell out wide. Robbie McKinlay redeeming himself here at the Sandy Creek Reserve. There goes Brad Del Bosco, Evans. Oh, high ball. Look at that. My goodness. Haycraft. That'll bring rain.
Highcroft.
Yes, comes down. Out wide, Cooper Daly to Tim Hallinan. Long ball, left foot down the line. Daly, Alex through his hands. Out of bounds it goes. Okay, back down to you, Scoot, for Blacklocks.
It looks like Big Moose Quinn's not going to play any further part in the game. I think he's got his boots off. But yeah, some uncharacteristic lack of output by a few blokes today. I think Jared Farwell and Moose are well beyond their best and not on their own for Barney, but yeah, Kiewa have been just way too strong around the ball.
Just thinking about a Sacconi's IGA Talangata goal of the day contender, boys. Have a think about that. What have we got out there? There's been a few. Here's Chesser. There's been none from him. Handball backwards to Brad Del Bosco. Handball was a bit messy. Jared Farwell had to work really hard with it. Put too much of a task ahead for Tommy Johnson. And the boundary umpire's been pretty busy out there this afternoon. He'll spin it back in. Maybe Alex Daly.
That's who I was thinking. Down in his pocket. And
in the first
I
quarter.
liked Kitching's first goal too.
Yeah, Kitcho's was a beauty. It was the very first goal of the game in the first minute. And Alex Daly. Scoot, what about you? That got you up and about.
Yeah, that one from the pocket at the road end of Daly, that was a ripper.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good versatility.
Yeah, we thank Sacconi's IGA to Langata and all of our sponsors. Terrific to have all of our sponsors on board with us, particularly when the country is $1 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
There goes Brad Del Bosco inside 50 over the back to Mizio going back. He has time to pick it up. Here goes Jack. Handballs it across. Oh, high pressure here, Clark Stanek. And it coaxes the player across the line, and we will have a minor score. Kick out very quickly. Back to Demizio. 70 playing 34 here. Hawks up over the Tigers. Final turn for Chant Holdings. That was on the Tallangatta and Construction Maintenance scoreboard. Over the pack, Cooper Daly, Tommy Johnson. Handballs, got smothered, receives it back, Tommy.
No.
Got spun around, Tom Johnson, the big version. Deary comes in, Pritchard and Wallace meet. Wallace goes again, up against Pritchard, and the umpire will take it in. Yep, so we'll have a stoppage here. And the Hawks are through to the big one in 2026.
Umpire Ram Powell throws the ball into the air. Deary through traffic. Lockie Walker somehow got through there. Got it on to Chesser. Chesser from the middle of the ground, drives it to half forward. Demizio's had a good last quarter. Cleverly tapped the ball backwards to Haycraft. He got the call. He got a nice call from Shanahan, and Shanahan shaped up at the Golds, and he's absolutely shanked it.
I think it was Shankahan.
It was a Shankahan there, and it went out of bounds in the full, and Kiewa bring it straight back in, and it comes straight back to our man, is it? Shanahan. Goes short, and he finds the red-headed O'Connor, who's already kicked a goal today, and he might have a crack at another one.
Yeah, go back, give yourself a bit of glory too.
Yeah.
It's better than one, doesn't it? So
Barrel
the
mop?
game's going. No, I reckon just arc around, slide arc, give yourself a couple of metres.
It's nearly barrel time, isn't it?
No.
All right, here he
If it
goes.
doesn't come off.
He's a left footer. It's a nice-looking kick, but he's missed it. He's just hooked it slightly. No problem with the distance.
Josh Spence would have gone a barrel there.
Yes, we would have had a replay of what we saw in round 12 early in the last quarter against Kiewa Sandy Creek.
Scott Bartell, Gap Road in.
Of course, Josh Spence was a late withdrawal today, Luke.
He was. What was he out with, Scoot?
I think he stubbed his toe on the end of the bed this morning, boys.
Oh, the old coffee table at midnight. Johnson off to Star. And Brad shifted it down the line to the arc of the 50. Or push out. So Bartell will get it. Got one in the back.
The boys in green have been good today, lads.
Been really good.
They have.
Done a great job.
Oh, dear. Josh Starr takes the mark. Now Withers is running for him. Josh just goes for home. I don't know about that kick. Came off the side, and that's a wasted one. And it's gone through for a minor score. So 70 playing 36. Nothing's worked for the Tigers at all. So they've got 4 goals on the board in the second semi-final. We're going 8 minutes for Jumbo Donks.
They've kicked 4 points this quarter, boys. What are the inside 50s this quarter, please, Scott Montgomery?
Currently, as it stands, it's 8 to Barney, and we have yet to see one at the other end of the ground.
There you go. So that's for game traffic and contracting. Get in touch with those guys if you're doing a bit of roadworks, Lukey, or if you're shifting something and you want things just to stop for a while, keep things safe.
Need a witch's hat.
A witch's hat or two. Now here we go. Here comes a bit of action. Jace Bartell, clever kick towards Hallinan. Hallinan marks a couple of famous Kiewa Sandy Creek names there. Hallinan, Bartell, Barber. The tradition lives on out here. Daly. We're going to head more up the Upper Murray for that name. Border Wobble lads. Cooper drives it long. Where's Alex? Over the back was Mann. Good grab. Brad Del Bosco. Oh, that's
He's been good.
incidental
Second half.
traffic. Yeah, been good, Brad.
Since he's gone back, he's up to the 12 touches for the second half.
Yep. And he finds Chesser, who looks like he's just having a bit of a run across half-back or on the ball at the moment, Luke, but he certainly hasn't impacted down forward.
No, he hasn't. And he goes wide.
Luke, it's only 34 points the margin. It feels like it's a lot more.
It's funny when you said that.
Yeah.
I said that the Hawks were through to the grand final. Then I looked at the scoreboard and thought, hang on a second, it's
Gone early.
yeah, it's probably not that big a gap. Here's
Hold your tickets.
Trujillo. Yeah, I'll be the
rip 'em
first. If Tigers win, I'll be the first one out of here. Don't worry about that. Your land speed record. Here's Kitching. Inside ball to Chesser. And then long inside 50, gap road end. Good, strong contest. Well done by Lockie Walker. To Star, though. Josh Star tumbles it forward. And the mark by Evans. And Evans comes his way to Hallinan. Tim with the footy. Wallace is leading for him. And he goes further down the line. Good kick, that one. To Alex Daly. True centre wing. Broadcast
That's
side.
50 metres every day, yep. Jared Farwell ran between the mark, boys. Just, yeah, as he was trying to come off to the bench. And, yeah, Alex Daly nearly gets him into kicking range.
It's not the most savage 50 I've
No,
ever
it's
seen.
not. It's-
That is... Go, Luke. Oh.
In they go. Top of the 50 and the mark is taken. So Casey Marr will have a shot here from outside 50 to the Pony Club end.
Yeah, that was just a really good lead up again. Alex Daly, geez, he's been good. He's been a bit quieter in the second half, but his start to the game really set them up and just showed that he is probably a centre-half forward the way he's leading up like that, and a beautiful kick into Casey Marr, who distance will not be an issue here from straight in front.
Robbie McKinley, you told me last night 12 goals would win this game.
Yep.
This is for 11. Casey Marr, Pony Club end. Tell you what, Robbie, you're not going to be far off. So 71 plays 36, Hawks up over the Tigers on the Tallangatta Construction and Maintenance scoreboard.
Yes, good. Our conversation was, I said to Lukey, I said, if you kick 10 goals, you're in the game. If you kick 12, you probably win it.
That's exactly right. And Kiewa have strangled them, and Barney have only kicked 1 goal, 5 more than Yak did last week. So very good effort by the Hawks.
Well, that's the 8 quarters of football, and they've only conceded 7 goals. So it's a real rubber stamped, a great defence they've got as Shanahan's kicked is marked. Hey, Monty, it's time we go around the grounds for Atura. And what's happening out in Walbundry?
Yeah, out at Walbundry, 13-10-88. Osmond playing 12-8-80, so an 8-point lead, and they've gone about 15 minutes in the last quarter.
So about halfway through that final term, Luke, so we'll keep a track on that. We'll get the outscore down at the Norm Minns Oval today. Myrtleford up against...
it's all over down there. It's a 73-point win to the Wangaratta Rovers.
Oh, well, Panda's got himself another one-sided contest down there. He can do it.
Bullio first day of pre-season training tomorrow too.
Here comes Withers, runs inside forward 50, booming kick from Buddha Withers, misses to the left-hand side, so that is their 5th behind for the quarter. 4:13:37, trail Kiewa 10:11:71, 13 minutes gone. That is that's on the Japo Donks time clock, and that scoreboard is for Tallangatta Construction and Maintenance.
Yeah, I like it, Robbie. There goes Scott Bartell down the outer side. And ball heading towards the boundary line here. Jason Bartell down low. Shanahan turn it over. Hawks, Scott Bartell. Short one to Jason. Brad Del Bosco mans the mark. 71 playing 37. Kiewa have been in front all day. Gee, they concede some ground here to Evans. Big switch on to Cooper Daly. Will he get the bounce? He does. And he just ducks around casually out the back. Back to Haycraft. He's on the move. Now he wants to go up the corridor here, is he? He's going to go to the edge of the square. Quinn going back. Flying over the top was Connor Brown.
Oh!
Quinn, inside ball to Noonan. That blew my ears off when you guys did that.
Headbutt.
There goes
Still
Hogan.
down Daly.
And then Chesser. Here he goes, Jack. Long ball forward, inside 50. That was holding. Umpire said play on. Scott Bartell is about to take it away again for the Hawks.
Might have a concussion to Alex Daly, boys. Looks a bit groggy.
Scoot, right, that wasn't too far away from you. You'd almost would have heard the noise.
Yeah, it was a big head clash front on. And he's running away now.
Yeah, so did Moose. Was it Moose? That was Tommy Johnson and Alex Daly. Just accidental head clash. Both players going at the footy.
Can I say, you wouldn't want to headbutt a moose.
And both looking okay, which is great news too. Now, Kiewa, Scammell, they launch forward again. Blasick marks. Don't let him run from here. Oh, was that 50? Nearly a little tap out.
Oh,
very
Robbie.
controversial moment last night.
Yes.
Had sent the Collingwood faithful into raptures. Up it goes, man. Couldn't hang on to it. Alex Daly sits over it. This will be interesting how this is adjudicated. The umpire says, I'll have it, fellas. And there's some tired boys out there at the moment. And the umpire said, let's just give it to me, boys. I'm going to ball it up. And it is 71-37. We haven't had a goal scored this quarter. Here we go. Alex Daly might do something about this. Screws over his left shoulder. Alex Daly misses to the right-hand side. So Kiewa will get their 2nd point for the quarter. Barnawartha have kicked 5. And in total, from the 2nd and final quarters, we've only had 1 goal kicked today.
Yeah. Right.
Combined total. So I don't know. Work that one out. What do you make of that, Luke?
I don't know if I can give you an answer, Robbie,
No, I
to
don't
be
you
honest.
can.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
You know I was completely
Scoot,
stumped.
anyone?
Well, Adam Mudry hit the nail on the head.
Says it all.
Muddy hit the nail on the head at 3/4 time. The Tigers are just flat here. The juice has gone out of this one. Here's Scammell. And he ducks around, loops one over the top. Nicely done to Scott Bartell, who's playing a good last quarter, and then he kicks it out of bounds on the full.
It's been pretty good all day, I reckon, Scotty Bartell. That small defender role is always a hard one, and he hasn't really let anyone get off the chain, and he's been really good for a guy in the twilight of his career, but he's still playing some good footy.
So we might check that Hume League score again, Scotty, because that was interesting, thanks to Atura.
Yeah, Osborne kicked another goal. They're going out to 14 points, Lukey. 14-10-94, playing 12-8-80.
Wow. And Scott Montgomery, who's with us, of course, on the game traffic and contracting stats, will coach the How Long Spiders in the Hume League next year. Here's Pritchard picking it up. Brad Del Bosco trying to duck around. Well done to O'Connor. Left foot down the line towards half forward, right on the arc of the 50. And Alex Daly, in fact, it's Tristan Mann, I should say, who takes the mark. And how was our score in the qualifying final, Scotty? The Saints were up by a heap, weren't they? Sorry, the Rovers were up by a heap over the
One by
Saints.
73.
73.
Wow.
My goodness. Wow. And here's Brad Del Bosco with the ball for the Tigers.
Osborne coach Miles Albers has kicked 5. That's a horrific spin there on Del Bosco's kick.
It's 2 in a row from Delby.
Gee whiz. Poor old Will Noonan, he got a shocker under handle. Now here comes Wallace. He breaks clear. Bit of a crowd favourite, Ronnie Wallace. Chips it now. Martin shimmied one way, went round the other, got a handball to Dylan Blasick. Blasick recovers well. Snap on goal. Walker, Daly, Walker. Who else is there? Goal. Kiewa get one.
Daly's hurt, boys.
Daly is hurt. He went down in the
Right ankle.
as he fell.
And Dylan Blasick kicked the goal.
It was Dylan Blasick who mopped up the work there. He had a go out of it initially, but
Time to get him off.
and Alex Daly will limp off the ground from there. So Key will get the first goal of the final term. It took almost 17 minutes. They lead 78-37. That's on the Tallangatta Construction and Maintenance scoreboard.
It'll have to be Tim Hallinan coming on for Alex Daly because Jacob Barber and Jack Demizio are on ice. They have a shoulder wrapped up in ice, and Demizio's left hamstring is taped up with ice as we speak.
And I reckon there might be a bit of ice going that ankle straight away, Scooter, for Alex Daly.
So it's so quiet here in the final term. I don't think I've ever heard the reserve so quiet. There goes Tommy Johnson. Long ball up towards the Gap Road end. Quinn come over the top with a big fist. Trujillo after this. Scammell got it out the side to Bartel. Scott down towards true centre wing. Hogan with the footy. Brown and Gold on the move again. I think Robbie McKinley's doing some colouring in, are you, Robbie?
You've lost me pen.
Deary me.
Keep going, Luke.
Here goes Scammell. Get a pen update very shortly from Robbie. Here's Bartel.
Found a red one.
Beautiful. To Hogan. And Farwell mans the mark. What are you writing down at this stage, Robbie?
Daly hurt at the 18-minute mark.
Very professional. I like it. Here's Hogan. Final term is for Chan Holdings. Scotty, leading possession, Genner, for the Tigers and the Hawks today.
Yeah, I've got Josh Hicks with 22, Jack Hogan not far behind with 17, and Cooper Daly has the 19, while for the Tigers, Brad Del Bosco's up to 18 and Jared Farwell 17.
For gain traffic and contracting. Scoot, what are your thoughts overall today on this second semi-final between the Hawks and the Tigers?
I just think we've seen a repeat of last week with Kiewa just choking the opposition to very minimal scores. Yeah, it's just been fantastic. They're up their back line and the poise of their on-ballers getting it forward.
Okay, here's a chance here. Trujillo quickly chips it. Kicks a good one too. Finds out little man Harry Kitching, who's going to line up for goal number 3. Beautifully used there.
They worked it out well in the end, didn't they?
Yeah.
Trujillo just had a bit of time and found Kitching, who has looked lively at times, but the ball just probably hasn't got there enough when the game was up for grabs for little Harry to hit the scoreboard. And no real big keys have brought the ball to ground too often for the small crummers. So something that I reckon Muddy will be working on this week is when it goes inside 50, we need to make sure it comes to ground, because Cam Evans, the Brodies, they've had a bit of a field day down there today and just been able to intercept and rebound all day.
Casey Mars just come to the bench wanting to come off, boys. They've said, nope, no one's coming on. You're having some pickle juice, mate.
Kitching nails it. Beautiful finish by Harry. He has a 3, if you don't mind, to Harry Kitching. So Barney get their first goal of the final term. They're 5th for the game. And the margin is back now to 35 points. 35 points. 78-43. That's on the Tallangatta Construction and Maintenance scoreboard. And 20 minutes have ticked over for Jappo Donks.
Well, he's been one massive positive today. Harry Kitching. He's kicked 3 of the 5 goals for the Tigers, so well done to the young man. Good on him.
No, he's been good, hasn't he? And as I said, he puts his body on the line. He definitely doesn't take a backward step for a guy his size. So he's something that, as you said, they can hang their hat on today, but there hasn't been many other winners all over the ground.
No, they've had no one up forward looking dangerous besides him. Here goes Johnson, Mann.
Oh!
And then Withers came through. Mann hit the deck. Hogan handles out the back to Tristan. Long ball going forward. This is looking good.
Hogan's
Brad
down.
Del Bosco came over the top. Pritchard turns around and then just fires it out to the outer side. Good mark. Well done. So Shanahan has it, and he wants to come into the corridor to Farwell. In front now of Deary. Jarrett, oh, that was sloppy. Kitching's got to go after it. Here he goes. Well done. Kept a cool head. Low ball, little bit too low. Evans has his opponent in Withers, and the umpire will take it. Whiff, and it is at the bottom.
Hogan wants to come off, boys.
I'd play with 17. If he wants to come off, just bring him off. He's obviously quite sore and struggling to breathe because he caught one from behind in the ribs. So
Yeah, he's sore. Geez, yeah, got some concerns here, Kiewa Sandy Creek. They'll be looking forward to the week off. 2 tough games. Here's Farwell. Can they get another one? The Tigers. Gee, that's a great kick from downtown. Oh, and a good grab by Haycraft.
He's paid in the back.
A push.
Oh, what?
So the free kick is going to go the way, and that will. Haycraft will be really disappointed with that. He's kept Chesser goalless up to this point in time. Chesser's going to go back and pop one through from 3 metres out directly in front. Much in it's good.
I thought that was just a very good show of strength.
Chesser gets the goal. So Barney pull another one back. It's 78 to 49. 22 minutes ticked over on the Japo Donks time clock.
Yeah, I thought it was good bodywork from Haycraft. I thought it was a bit stiff there, but yeah, Chesser hits the scoreboard. Starting to get a little bit of respectability, back under 5 goals here for Barney. But yeah, as you said, Kiewa will be looking for this siren to go so no more boys can get injured, because Jack Hogan looks very sore and sorry down there in the goal square, and already 3 boys on ice on the bench. They just need to get through this last 5 minutes without anything going wrong for them.
Yeah, so the curtain coming down on second semi-final day here at the Sandy Creek Reserve, and the Hawks will start clear favourites in this year's grand final now. No doubt about that. The reigning premiers on their journey to back-to-back cups. Here's Johnson. Getting up high was Lockie Brodie, and winning the tap away. Martin on the boot down towards half forward. And ball hits the deck, bouncing. Pritchard front spot. And then Hallen then goes after it. Ball out of bounds here on the 50. Pony Club M. Scoot, do we have a crowd figure for this afternoon? Has that come through?
Haven't got it yet, mate, but like we always say, the cars up the hill is a big gauge, and they were up there quite early today, and still a lot of people here watching.
Back into play it goes. Clever work by Ma. Onto Martin. Johnson. Little Tommy was stripped. Budham Withers had a bit of a swing and a miss. He got a little bit on it. It stays in play. Jace Bartell paddles it. Now it'll fall the way of Barney here. Tommy Johnson made way for Chesser. Chesser, chipping kick to centre wing. Star, gathered it. Josh, handball it back to Shanahan. He's in trouble. He's in all sorts. Tackled by the other Scammell for Kiewa, and that could be 50.
Yeah, just stupid by Star.
Just silly stuff that from Josh Star. And there'll be if it's a decent 50, and I think Rob Rampel knows how to step out of 50, he will have a shot on goal.
He's still going. Still going.
Bit more.
A couple more.
I reckon he's nailed that.
That's a good 50. I like it.
That's 50.
Yeah, I reckon he's marked. I reckon that's 49.9.
Jace Bartell's all by himself in a back pocket, in a forward pocket here.
So the shot on goal, was it? It was Martin? Is Dale Martin?
It's Scammell, isn't it?
No, I think it went
Scammell.
Went forward to Martin. Scammell got knocked down the
road.
road.
Martin's on the wing here.
Yeah, so it's definitely Jed Scammell.
So it's Jed Scammell will have the shot. Kick it from 40. Kick on the way. And he misses to the left-hand side. Minor score 11-13, 79. It's a 30-point lead to 6-13, 49. Kiewa Sandy Creek are going to get themselves in to the grand final in a fortnight to defend their title from 25.
Should start a bottle though one day, Jet. Thirsty Scammell.
Oh no.
Here's Noonan over the top.
I think
to
the live stream has gone dead.
And then goes to Brad Del Bosco. I think we need. I think we need the siren, don't we?
Oh, you do. I think
it's been a long afternoon. Here's Chesser.
I like it.
To Hicks.
I like it.
And then this one tied up. Scoot, are you on my team?
Yeah, mate. That's a ripper.
Thank you.
I really like that.
You three showing your age, you're liking that one.
No, it's not an age thing. That's
clever.
That's a downright good word. That is fantastic.
A good word. Take a bow, Luke Francis. Yeah, you've outvoted Mont.
Well.
2-1.
Yeah, let's get the comments going on the live stream and see what they say.
Get him behind us, boys. Martin for Kiewa Sandy Creek. Gathers high up and under. He's put it over the old scoreboard. And look at the kid on the scoreboard there. That's signalled out of bounds on the full. Well done, lads. Good work. Geez, it used to be a bane of us here, wasn't it, Scooter, back in the day when the kids would stand in front of that scoreboard.
Hasn't happened for a couple of years now, Robbie.
No, since they built this new one that I thought was new. I don't know what got them there, Scoot. I really don't.
It's been up there since
scoreboard's not that old.
Since 1956.
It's got the 10-year. Oh, the barrel!
Tommy!
Have a look at that. Tommy Johnson's nailed a barrel.
He's hit a target.
How good he hit a target. Connor Whiffen couldn't hang on to it. It torpedoed him, the big fella. And that's what we like to see. A bit of bush footy, see a few barrels. Don't be too pretentious. I'm sure the coaches don't mind it. There we go, 79-49. Well done, Tommy Johnson. I reckon we might see that in the next week or two. Kitching has it. Harry's kick 3. Over the top here. Gee, it's getting a bit awkward there. Oh, Scammell. And there it is. Siren rings out across Sandy Creek on second semi-final afternoon. The defending premiers, Kiewa Sandy Creek, 11-13-79. Have defeated Barnawartha 6-13-79. They'll go straight into the grand final, a chance to defend their title. And Barnawartha, they will take on the winner of tomorrow's first semi-final, which will be Yakandanda versus Talangata. Lukey Francis.
Yeah, well, it will. That is right, Robbie McKinlay. And then, of course, tomorrow, that's right, we are back here for that one. Robbie McKinlay, Gus McLeod, Scooter Fraser, and Brent Gecko Lillis. So Scooter Fraser will pluck out our player of the day. So looking forward to that. We'll go to you, Scotty, in the game traffic and contracting stats. Can you tell us who shone out this afternoon and who will figure in our player of the day this afternoon?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the best players, we'll start with the Barney boys. Brad Del Bosco had a really good second half, ending up with 20 touches. He had 17 of them in the second half. Caden Withers had 20 as well, died out of it a little bit. His first half was really good. Tom Johnson, 18, and Jared Farwell, 20. Well, on the other side, Jack Demizio thought he played a pretty good game, but only had the 8 touches in the end. Come off early in that last quarter, obviously nursing a bit of a hammy or a thigh issue. Cooper Dale is fantastic all day. He's ended up with 20. Josh Hicks has had the 24. His last quarter was a bit quiet, but I'll tell you what, he was so good to three-quarter time. Then we had Jack Hogan, who just got better and better and involved as the day went on, ended up with 18. And Jacob Barber, as we know, barely played a part in that last quarter. Only had the 9 touches, very severely hampered after half-time with that shoulder injury. Stats, clearances were very close. Kiewa just taking the points there, 35-31, and inside 50s, 51-37 Kiewa's way, so a 14 inside 50 differential there. And we just see Alex Daly come out of the rooms, boys, with a crutch, and the ankle looks pretty sore.
So he's had ice on it, but as long as it's not one of those nasty foot ones, a little bit lower in the foot.
Yeah, he's not looking great there at all, is he, Alex Daly? We might even catch him on film. Not sure if Logan's got him on picture there. Number 18, Logan, for the Hawks, just coming out on a crutch. We don't have a monitor in the box, but so that would be a big story. So hopefully, he will be right for 2 weeks' time, but hopefully he'll be almost running at full capacity, Robbie.
Yeah, so you got to throw in Guy Telford, who didn't play today. So he's under an injury cloud.
Yeah.
You obviously got Jacob
boys.
Barber. Yeah, got your scoop straight down to you, mate. Go for it.
I'm with very good running half-backman Cam Evans today, mate. Geez, that first quarter and a half of yours, was it something you were given free will by Telly just to do that? Sorry, by Fully, just to take those intercept marks and run off like you did?
Yeah, just got a bit of a licence there. We had some matchups, so my job was to drop in front and help the boys out down there.
And giving Telly another couple of weeks to get ready with that calf. Just what do you do? Leave Alex Daly deep and have Telly up forward on the half forward?
Yeah, I don't know how we'll go with that, but we definitely need the week off. We'll drop them like flies in that last quarter.
You blokes in the back line have conceded only 9 goals in these 2 finals you've played. Is that obviously something that Fully would want you blokes to be doing in a couple of weeks' time as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We probably haven't had our full back line unit until probably the last couple of rounds of the season. So we started to gel now and playing some good footy.
You boys got any questions for Cam?
Yeah, Cam, Robbie up here, mate. Congratulations on your game today, mate. You just look really comfy down there. You've got a lot of similar style of players, you guys in the back line. Do you share your roles a little bit?
Yeah, there's no exact role, just helping out and sliding. Whoever has the best matchup, just trying to help them out.
So, all right, mate, I'm getting a little bit of bad memories of watching you at Sandy Creek in a final. The old man gave me the biggest bath I've ever got here about 40 years ago, mate. So, yeah, keep up the good work, mate. Great game from you today.
Oh, Robbie, you don't know how many times he's told me that.
There he was, Cam Evans, our Union Hotel player of the day. Actually went to the Union Hotel yesterday.
With the red footy?
For lunch.
Yeah, in the front of the red car.
Yeah, with Blake Escott. And Blake Escott got a whopping steak sandwich off Tara there, and I had a chicken schnitzel at the Union Hotel. It was fantastic. Rightio, so Cam Evans, well done to him. Hawkers through to the big one. Oh, wow. They were far too good
Nathan
today.
Vogel's the other one we didn't mention who missed out,
Absolutely.
who could come back in this side in the grand final.
Yeah.
They look pretty chirpy, pretty happy, don't they, with that performance, and so they should be. It was emphatic this afternoon, far too good. And they had it tied up a long way out from the final siren.
Yeah, they did. And I just wasn't watching there. Did you see Alex Daly come back in? Or
Yeah, he come back in a bit earlier.
A bit early, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, obviously a great day for them, a great result, but just a few concerns. I'll tell you what, they'll be very glad they've got the week off, Mont, because they're going to need it, mate.
No, they are. If they're playing next week, I don't know if those three boys that come off would be getting up for it. So the extra week off, a lot of rehab. I dare say they'll be in it. One of the rehab joints in town, making sure they're getting a lot of work done and, be doing everything right in the next 14 days before they go again out here against the winner of next week's preliminary final.
I think I'd say about Barney, we did mention it earlier, or start of the last quarter, they need to get something out of the game. So they won that quarter, and they probably could have kicked maybe 4 or 5 that quarter. So here we go, club song.
Yeah, so they get home 11-13-79 to 6-13-49. So a 30-point margin in the end. Scott, I don't think that really gave a true indication of the Hawks' dominance this afternoon. They were just far too good for the Tigers today.
Felt like a 10-plus goal game for mine. I thought, they really dominated. They probably should have hit the scoreboard a little bit more earlier. They dominated the first half in the inside 50s. They had 31-14 at half time, so a 17 differential, but it was only a 4-goal game, or 3-goal game, sorry. So they really should have taken a bit their chances a little bit more, and the game would have been all on over, which it already was, but on the scoreboard they were still within striking distance, the Tigers. But yeah, I tell you what, the Hawks were impressive, and if they can do that again in the grand final in these sort of conditions, they're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, that's right. They won't be beaten if they play like that again this afternoon. So Yakandanda versus Tallangatta tomorrow here at the Sandy Creek Reserve. So how do the Tigers find their mojo between now and next Saturday? Scotty, what have they got to do during the week to get some spark back?
I just think, like a younger side like they are, probably the week off wouldn't have helped them. I know they had a couple of sore boys after round 18, but I reckon they would have preferred to have been playing that first final. They might have been able to rest a couple the last round to get them fit that way. But a whole week off for the whole side, it's hard to keep the younger guys engaged, and I feel that might have been part of the issue. So I reckon just going the long way might not be a bad thing for them. Get another final under their belt, a preliminary final next week. If they can get the job done, they get into another grand final against Kiewa and they'll be better for the run. But in saying that, we know how experienced and how well-drilled Kiewa are, and they just showed that today, didn't they, the first half. And as you boys touched on, what they were able to do last week to Yak was exactly the same. Their game plan holds up out here at Sandy Creek, and they showed it again.
I got 2 for you, and the game certainly didn't hinge on this today. But Tom Johnson, bigger Tommy Johnson, where would you put him ideally? Where would you start him?
If Seamus Quinn wasn't sore, which I reckon he is, I'd be starting him centre forward.
Okay.
Agree.
And Brad Del Bosco, forward or back?
Back.
Half back.
Yeah, he went the half back after half time and was nearly their best player after half time, I thought. I thought he was really good. And yeah, I reckon he's got to go back behind the footy, be a general back there and set him up well defensively, because they try and play that bit of a press up, get up the ground a little bit, and he's a guy that normally sets them up that way. And today, when he was forward, didn't really have any influence on the game.
Yeah. Robbie, for you, how do the yellow and black bounce back?
Yeah, well, obviously the hope that Josh Spence and Tommy Anson,
they make a big difference.
Yeah, both come into the side, because we're talking about that inexperience. Like, I thought Barney weren't sure how to handle the game situations as much as Kiewa did with their experience. So if you can get Josh Spence and Tommy Anson there, that'll help. And I agree with what Mont said. They need another game. I think both, if they happen to play, whoever they play in the prelim final, both sides are going to benefit. But yeah, but I think Barney got through the game relatively unscathed. So if they can get those two back, that's the key.
And for me, those two are nearly the two you don't want out of this side. Josh
Agree.
Spence is one of those half forwards who just runs all day long, gives them that linking conduit between half back and half forward, which I reckon they were really lacking in the first half. And Tom Anson, he's just a gun out on that wing. He's one of the best kicks I reckon going around. He covers 60 metres with his kicks. So I think those two are nearly the two that can really change the look of this side if they can get back in next week, depending on what the injuries are.
It is so hard to break this Hawks defence, though, isn't it? I mean, as you
so
just,
well drilled.
Yeah, you just said then, Robbie. I mean, they just help each other out. They cover for each other. And the Tigers could not find an opening at all this afternoon.
Yeah, look, I think in a final, generally, if you're part of a forward structure and a team, you're looking for a weak link, a scoring avenue in a final where you can almost pick on that type of player. I don't see it in Kiewa Sandy Creek at the moment. They're all very similar. And I saw it last week with Tallangatta actually against Chiltern. So, that is a really big thing. So, well done to them. Their defensive unit was very sound, like what I saw last week.
And that's what it is. It's a unit. You don't rely on one guy. Like Demizio, we know how good he is, but I thought he was quite quiet today. But was able to roll off and help out in the air when he needed to. It's not just the touches for their back six. It's about how they roll off and help each other. And Cam Evans was the guy that got all the touches today, but I reckon as a back six, they played so well.
And the other thing with that is what Kiewa do really well in that back six. It's that once they gain possession in defence, it's their next two possessions. The ball doesn't bounce back at them. They secure the ball, they find an outrider, and the next kick. If you pull together those first two kicks, you get a chance to reorganise and go from there. It's if you turn it over, like Barney did a few times, that's when you really get under pressure. So they do that very well.
Yeah, very good. Scoot, I'll ask you the same question, which I've just asked Scotty and also Robbie. How do you see the Tigers working their way back into the final series after that performance? Here we go. We'll wait for you to flick that on, mate. Here's Scoot on the post-game show for the Union Hotel. Back on now. No, we still haven't got him. Okay, that might have gone flat, has it, Scoot? Oh, he's got to turn his pack on.
There we go.
There we go.
We're all good, yeah. I tried to get a couple more interviews, but Fully's got them in there and having a very good chat. Yeah, look, your question about Barney, if they can come back from there to make the grand final. Well, even next week, there has to be a lot more input from their on-ballers, I think. I said earlier in that last quarter, very uncharacteristic by the likes of Farwell, Withers, and even Big Moose from the start. Tommy Johnson was good. Little Tommy Johnson was fantastic. But, they just didn't seem to be able to gel very well throughout the day. And I think they sort of lost their mojo early in the second quarter, and it just seemed to be all one-way traffic from there. Don't really like to see Big Tommy Johnson in the ruck as much as he was today. I think that damaging thing that he can do is be up on that half-forward line and be taking marks on the wing, penetrating an inside 50. That was the other thing today. They didn't take a mark. There weren't clean possessions inside 50 by the Tigers. So, a little bit like Yak last Saturday, you don't really see Barney play two bad games in a row. So they'll get a chance next week, whether it's Yak or Tallangatta, to make amends for the effort today.
Okay, tomorrow, guys, Yakandanda up against Tallangatta in the first semi-final. Of course, sudden death. Scoot, any mail for that game as we sit here at the moment? Looking forward to tomorrow.
There was a squad named, I heard, on Thursday night at Yak. There could be a couple of guys that, whether it's injury cloud or after their efforts last week. So we'll see what happens. I haven't heard anything yet, but the final side will probably be sorted by now.
Mm-hmm. Tallangatta named unchanged side.
Tallangatta unchanged, yeah. I just tried to. The Tallangatta have got the bar down here below us, and all day Kane Parsons and Luke Fraser have been working their butts off in there. I just did try to tell Lammy that they'd had a couple of beers, try and get them dropped for tomorrow for Yak. But they were good last Sunday, and I'm really looking forward to it again. Hopefully tomorrow there's no breeze again and no excuses. We've had 17 goals, 26 scored today. Hopefully we get that and a bit more tomorrow.
Yeah, so Yakandana come off a pretty poor performance last week against Kiewa, and then Tallangatta win their first finals game in 7 years, Scotty. So what are your thoughts on that one, the Roos up against the Hoppers tomorrow?
No, I think Tallangatta will throw it from the Roos, but the Roos I think just have a little bit too much class, especially through the middle of the ground. I think their midfield's up there, if nearly the best in the comp. With Benny McIntosh, the Barton medalist, running around in there. You got Leachy, who's a former Barton medalist, and he just stands up in big games. So it's Yeah, I just feel Yak and Andrew's going to have a little bit too much class all over the ground and should be able to get the job done. But in saying that, Tallangatta, who knows with them? They're just the wild card, I feel. Like, if they have a day out, they can probably get the result, but everything's just got to go their way. But, yeah, Yak will be scary tomorrow, I reckon.
Robbie, Roos, Hoppers?
Yeah, I think it looks a long way for Yak from here for the end of the season, having to play tomorrow. But I think this season can get exciting for them. If they get over the line tomorrow, which I think, I tend to agree with him. I think they will. And then I think they'll get a really, really good look. Whoever wins tomorrow will get a really good look at Barney next week. And, yeah, there's a bit to play out this season yet, because I think the only thing around Kiewa Sandy Creek at the moment is this injury list, how extensive that might be.
Yeah, very good. Rightio, Robbie. Well, we might wrap it up here on our post-game show for the Union Hotel. And Scooter, well done downstairs, mate. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Me too, mate. I'm going to enjoy these couple of dim sims.
Sounds like you already are.
Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Scotty, great work on the gain, traffic and contracting stats.
Thanks, boys. Been a pleasure being back out here with you boys again.
Good on you, mate.
So, Robert, very good for Albury-Wodonga MG.
You too, Lukey. Always a pleasure, mate.
Very good. And that wraps us up from second semi-final day on a day when the Hawks were just far too good for the Tigers. They won it full time, 11-13-79 to the Yellow and Blacks, 6-13-49. It's been the TDFL finals for NZ Albury, Wade Smith Plumbing, BUR Real Estate and McRae Motors, where you won't miss a thing.
We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes. For your semis, riggers, spotters, cranes. Safety is our second name. You're looking pretty with Dunn's Twin City. No job's out of reach. Rig it, lift it, move it, shift it. No fuss, talk to us. We'll help you get the job done. We'll make your job a smooth one. Dunn's Twin City Cranes.
I'm Sam Rowe. Albury Fabrication and Maintenance is our business. We sponsor the under-17s Tallangatta League. Main focus of the business is structural steel fabrication and erection, but on top of that we also have a maintenance division that does transport, general maintenance and all general fabrication really. The main reason we're with the TDFL is it's a good local country competition. We believe it's the heart and soul of country. I'm from a small town. I realise how important they are. They bring the communities together.
Get into the Commercial Club for the Father's Day raffle and cash draw. Be in the draw for your chance to win part of $10,000 of cash and prizes. Tickets are only $1. See you at the Commercial Club Albury Father's Day raffle.
Hurt yourself playing sport and think you might have fractured something? Don't wait hours in the ER to start your healing process. At the O-Health Fracture Clinic, we get you assessed, organised for x-rays and fitted with a cast, boot or splint fast. Skip the wait in ER, we've got appointments available. Book in today.
Country leagues in general, they're great for communities. Oh, it's just so good for the kids that they've got something to focus on, you know. They keeps them active, training, playing, it's just massive. You can't put a price on it. The little bit I see, the pub and the football club's the last thing to go in a town, and when that seems to go, there's not much left, which is sad. You know, I've been involved with the TDFL for 11 years now via Barnawartha. Our business has been very good to us and a lot of people in the community or the country area. I'm not saying every football club, but you'd like to give back, and it just makes sense to give back to something that's right here at on our back door. We're right in the middle of it here. I'd like to think Barnawartha, they had a good crack last year, the boys.
Here at Wodonga, we can service straight from the front, right through the middle roller door and right round without even having to stop or pull any trailer off. Yeah, no reversing at all, it's just in your truck, you don't even have to get out.
Well, this is the Wodonga Truck and Ag Centre. We built this and we've been going for over 3 years now. And we basically needed a bigger premises to deal with just our bigger clients who do all the commercial work.